podcast. This is a podcast. Just let me have this podcast.
Welcome, one and all. This is the Just Let Me Have This podcast. I'll be your host tonight. I am Pat. I'm joined today. We're missing some of the crew, but I'm joined today by Jesse.
Yo, what's happening?
And Buttsman. I don't know why it says Buttsman, but also Chris.
I forgot that you only read the teleprompter and don't use any instinct whatsoever. So
Nope.
that's it bit me right in the rear, didn't it?
Well, it bears like investigation. Like, why does it say Buttsman?
Yeah, what is that for, man?
Because are we unpacking this?
Yeah, what did we
Because
do?
I have the maturity level of a toddler, and
Perfect.
when Zoom asks me what name I'm going to use, I'm going to not type my full. You guys have like full name tags on, full corporate regalia here. Jesse Frizzell, spaced, capitalized, Patrick D. King. It's good.
Where was the thing? I'm
I
trying
think
to.
I fixed mine.
Oh,
There we go.
you were typing fervently there. What was that about?
Did you see my name changed?
Oh,
Oh, why don't you read what it says, Buttsman?
you typed really fast. I was like, is he sending me a message or something on the side? But no, you changed your name to "fuck your mother."
I just went to
That's
Google.
traditional spelling. Traditional spelling.
I just went to Google because that reminded me of something, and I wanted to make sure I got the name right. Did you guys see the clip of the guy? I guess he asked his brother to help him out with Skype and stuff because he needed to zoom into a court meeting during COVID.
Yeah, the cat thing.
He changed. No, not the cat, not the
The
cat.
name,
fucker.
his
Yeah, he
name.
changed his name to Buttfucker 3000, and the judge is like, "What the hell, bro?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?"
It was like the perfect. It felt like a bit. If it wasn't a bit, it was just perfect comedy because he was like, "I'm genuinely confused, sir. I don't know what you're talking about." The state panel says "Buttfucker 3000." And the judge is trying to explain to him that his name says Buttfucker 3000 but can't say it out loud. So he's like, "You got that crazy name there," and he's like, "I have no idea what you're talking about, sir."
Sir, stop talking shit.
Your Honor, yeah. It's really good.
I can change anybody's name.
Yeah, you are.
Can
You
you?
are. Yeah, you got full control.
I'm
You can
the
make us whoever you want.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah.
Buttsman, and today I'm joined by J-Rock and Patty McGregor.
I thought it was Buttsman. I didn't. I guess Buttsman is. It's a
Yeah,
little
like
more
North.
proper.
It's not Northman.
Yeah, I like
Yo,
it.
you see that movie, Northman?
Dude, my cousin pumped that up last night where like I was like, Jesse told me to watch this movie, like drop what I'm doing and watch this movie. And my cousin was like, it's one of the greatest movies ever made. Watch it. And I was like,
Two-
all right.
2 out of 2 reviews.
Yeah. My cousin bombs American Spirits and loves Northman. So,
I don't know if
I've
you'd
never
like,
heard of it.
It's a Alexander Skarsgård. It's a Skarsgård movie. It's one of the
Yeah,
Skarsgård, one of the large.
The True
Nordic.
Blood one.
Yeah,
right?
him.
I think that it's a Robert Eggers movie, and he
Yeah.
did The Witch, which I loved.
Yep.
So I trust that that's there. I just didn't know if he could nail an epic like that, but it sounds like he did.
Oh, bro. Like, did I not like? Spoiler alert! Like, there's a battle in a volcano. Like, and you're like, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a
Robert
real
Eggers.
vibe. It's a real. I mean, it's not a good like. It's not like a romp. Doesn't romp.
It's not a popcorn movie.
Yeah, it's Anya
Well, I
Taylor
mean-
Joy with big eyes, like doing witch stuff for a little while.
The
find-
Witch and the
I find her-
Lighthouse were not exactly bops.
I
either.
find
They
her
were
to be
burns.
like unreasonably attractive, and I don't know why. It's like I know she looks kind of odd, and her eyes are like really far apart. But there's something that I find about her to be very attractive, and I don't know.
Who is this? Is that your
Anya Taylor Joy.
Oh, okay, yes, yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
really sure what it is. Maybe it's
she
because
is
it's a
like-
unique face. I don't know.
She strikes me as if like someone says to AI, "Draw an attractive woman," right?
She is. I'm gonna yes and that. She is a very attractive version of the anteater from Ice Age.
Yeah, a little bit. What's that guy's name?
John Leguizamo.
He's not an anteater. He's a sloth.
Sloth.
Yeah,
Sloth.
the
I knew it
sloth.
was off.
Do you think they're close?
No, I knew it was wrong. I knew it was an off.
Trunk-like apparatus she
Yeah, no.
uses.
It's totally wrong. Totally wrong. But
Yeah, I
just
don't-
just let me have
I don't
this.
know. Yeah, I don't. I don't know exactly what it is, but like I'll look at her and be like, like she looks weird, but like there's something about her that I find very attractive. I think maybe it's because it's a
She's-
more unique type of face. I don't know.
She's crystalline. She's
Maybe it's
effervescent.
like maybe it's
She's-
like an anime thing.
She'd be a great high elf.
Who's the Timu Robert Downey Jr. Guy? He's in Fantastic Four, and he's the Human Torch.
Not Pedro.
Oh
Pascal.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
Not Pedro Pascal.
he played the guy from Stranger Things, the D&D
Yes,
guy,
he's-
like
he's
Eddie
the
Munson
D&D.
or whatever.
Oh, that guy.
But he looks like Timu Robert Downey Jr.
He doesn't
a
look
little bit.
good. He looks off. Yeah.
No, but I was gonna say I think he is like weirdly attractive, like Anya Taylor-Joy.
Really?
He has a strange attractive quality about him,
Yeah.
but I can't
Oh.
pin it it's like, you have the Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson camp of attractive humans.
Yeah.
And then you have the Benedict Cumberbatch, which is like he is attractive, but he's like getting there. He's getting into Uncanny Valley. And then you have the Anya Taylor-Joy, Eddie
Yeah.
Munson camp where you're like, I don't know why, but I would,
Where does the nanny fit in this?
Fran Drescher is just straight
Where does Fran Drescher
fire.
fit in that?
She's straight fire, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
unabashed
yeah, no, she's a
nanny fan.
I mean, I think she's very physically attractive. Just hearing her talk at any point, though, would be enough. I'm out. I can't
That
do it.
goes from good to bad back into good again, though. It's so
Fair.
bad, it's good.
No, I wouldn't. That's nails on a chalkboard. I couldn't get past it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being in the bedroom with that. Being, I'm like, no. Mm-mm.
Is she doing a crossword at that
Mm.
point?
That's just during Sudoku.
Yeah, no, can't do it.
She's like, it's got two K's and it's got like in the middle of it.
She's like a cat or a dog when she hears the door. She goes,
She's like a WD-40 hinge.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Did you hear that? Oh man,
That's
if
what-
Fran Drescher listens to this, she's gonna be real hurt.
She for sure does. I've gotten a lot of DMs from the Dresh, and she's mentioned that she's a big fan of Elliot in particular.
Yeah,
That's
I can see that.
huge.
I can
see
Elliot fan.
He's
Where's
very,
that?
he's very empathetic, and she relates.
What do you have to say about that, El?
Nice, excellent
Nice.
input.
Yeah, beautiful, dude.
Let's ask him
Well,
again. Let's
well
ask him
said.
again. Let's ask him again.
El, what do you have to say about? Oh, all right. Let's ask him again. Let's ask him again. Well, let's workshop it. El, what do you have to say about Fran Drescher really digging you? Yeah, there it
Yeah.
is. It's good. It's
Sorry.
beautiful. Beautifully said.
Yeah. All right. Let's let Pat get on with the show. I
Well,
guess.
I guess let's try and roll into. I mean, it's the one topic that happened this week that we couldn't ignore if we really wanted to.
I didn't think that would make the sound.
Oh yeah, no, it
Is
did.
that the time? All right. Oh boy.
Yeah. So this
Let's
is
hear the first topic.
well, I mean, now I'm like, should I go
that-
to one that has some breakfast in it, or should
You have
I
to
get
speak with,
the
like-
actual serious one?
Yeah. Disclaimer: if you whenever you want to go to the serious ones, so you're in charge. But like, you have to speak in very general. You can't mention the city. You can't mention anything like that.
Yeah,
'cause-
no. There was a security incident that one of us was a part of, and that's as far as I'll go into it. But I don't want to try and describe what it is by and accidentally give out more than I should. So I'll let you lead off with it, however you would like to start describing it, and we can ask questions from there.
Yeah, I guess that's my cue. So I'm not even was, but like the building I typically work in had an active shooter go through it, and people were killed. And my company was not directly targeted, but we were like the what we called like the anchor tenant. So we have the most space, most floors in there, in that building, and it's a big old building. And yeah, man, I left the building 2 hours before the bad guy got there, and he'd been driving for like days. So like, if not for a little bit of traffic, I probably would have been there. And yeah, it's kind of, I've gone through like a whole range of emotions, from like anxiety to like guilt of sort of not being there a little bit because so like it's been a whole it's been a real trip. It feels like it's been a full week and a half, but it's only been 2 days. And this time 2 days ago, I was like pumping out messages to people who are like hiding for their lives. Like I was the dude who does the communications to people, like the emergency communications, and like I did like a poll.
This isn't really something that you can ever really prepare for, and I mean, there's no. We in my job have to deal with we take annual training on active shooter type situations and stuff like that. But like there's no kind of training that you can take from a simulation slideshow that you're going to click through that's really going to give you any real insight to what it's really like to go through a situation like that. But you having military background and combat veteran background, were probably the most equipped to deal with that kind of situation and handle it, and then have, I guess, any kind of understanding of what the people that the survivors and stuff that went through it are kind of dealing with and going through with yourself as well.
I can like understand it intellectually and viscerally, but I'll tell you, like, I've had a lot closer calls when I was like in the Army, for sure.
Yeah.
But like it has seemed lesser then, because like now I'm just putting myself in like, what if dad didn't make it home sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like hyper feasible.
I'm sure it hits infinitely different when you have a family and not that it obviously life and death situations are life and death situations, but it feels as though the impact would not just be felt by you when you're in in this scenario, right? And I think and maybe this is a question for you, Jesse, like does it feel like a significantly different breach of trust, given the social contract of this was in a designated safe work environment versus a military zone where you are actively being fired at? Does that weigh differently?
Yeah, I had a similar thing with that. Like, this is not you would kind of be way more mentally prepared for that when you're in a combat zone where you would expect something like this to happen, not at your place of business where this is never supposed to happen.
Honestly, I didn't think about it until you guys asked, and like, yeah, that probably bears into it. And I'm like less, I don't know, like I'm afraid for myself, but like what has been most ringing in my head all the last 2 days is like the woman at my company who was killed. She's hyper successful. She was only a few years older than us, but hyper successful, and like that doesn't matter, but like she had 2 kids and like she was going home, and like she's just like she went to school, she succeeded in her job, and then like now her like 5 and 9-year-old like don't have a mom like one day, like, and she was just like, I don't want to go into too much detail, but like it's just like it was just so arbitrary and so senseless. Like
you can't make any sense of it. It's just a completely random.
With like Columbine and shit like that, it's like, okay, these kids are like mad at everybody. I get it. Like they knew everybody there, but like this guy didn't know anybody there. Like he was a crazy person. Like he had no connection to anybody in that building, and so he just like whoever was in proximity, and then like people who were super close to him, he let sort of live. He just sort of let, like, without going too general, but like he got to a place and like a person walked through the door like facing him, and he just like let them go after like icing 2 other people.
Yeah, so even the targets that he had when he was inside were completely random.
Yeah, it's like it's this banal like evil randomness thing.
And it feels like somewhere fate and or destiny is just rolling dice for everyone who walks out the door that day, and they go, well, sorry.
Seriously. Yeah.
What if go ahead.
No, go ahead and ask a question. Yeah.
No,
I was just like, I've just been like I've been moody and depressed, and like I've tried to like explain to my kids like why I'm bummed, and like mom is like not confused, but she just like can't relate sort of a thing, and she's selfishly super happy. I wasn't involved at all.
Of course, yeah. I mean, how could you not be?
Yeah, of course. But I had this like guilt. I'm like, yeah, I should have been there.
Should have been. You would genuinely feel that?
I don't know. Like a part of me is like, I could have, if I was, because I'm in that lobby a lot.
Yeah.
And like, I'm more than the typical bear. I've done a lot of trainings as it relates to like active shooter stuff. So like Pat's talking about training, like at my former life and my former jobs, like at my, the previous banks I worked at, I would go floor to floor. And like, because we were like, this building was being built in the shadow of the World Trade Center. Like I was watching the new World Trade Center built, and like our building is right there. And so most of the staff there had worked there during 9/11. Like, so everyone was sort of like, okay, like really bad things can happen. So they weren't sensitive to like training like this. We're like a more modern, I don't want to see like a Gen Z audience, but like more modern work staff are like, don't talk about this shit. Like, don't talk about,
Don't
like,
doom and gloom me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to do those active shooter things, and we would do it. Like me and a fire safety guy would go 40 fucking floors. So it would take 2.5 days to do each floor. We would get everyone from the floor, like 200 to 300 people, get them into the corner of the floor and like talk through like your exits and like what happens if you run this way. Like it was real, and people didn't want to do it, but they were always glad afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm getting nervous, and like, but like we don't. I don't want to go into that. I don't want to go into those details. But like, we just sort of have moved away from that. I think as a newer generation of the workforce has entered it, like a post 9/11. Like we weren't even born during 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty. It is illuminating. At my job, I work with a ton of the audience that you're alluding to, which I would call Gen Zers, Zoomers Go, TikTokers out there, and they're like, I have no attachment or affinity to 2001 at all, much less 9/11. Like I wasn't thinking during that time, and I have no. Yeah, it's like us. It's like us being described World War II, right, or the Korean War, and they're just like, yeah, it's sounded like a really historic day, but it didn't impact me. Don't doom me with what could happen.
Do you think that that's like we don't want to talk about it because it's like you're making me feel bad or like making me think the world is shitty, and I don't want to feel like that right now, so just like leave it alone? Or do you think that they honestly think that this is something that like that could happen somewhere else, but it won't happen here?
Yeah, this goes into like real generational shit. Like,
and
I got
human
news
shit.
this, but I want to hear Buttsman.
Buttsman here, reporting from the front lines of Zoomers. I feel it's very human, and I don't begrudge folks for wanting to not think about the unthinkable. And it's the same. Like, this is a great question. How many of you have estate planning or a will?
My mom, every time she comes by, she's like, I reworked my will. Like, we're all good. I'm like, Mom,
like genuine question though. Do you all have a will? I do not.
I have one.
You do? Okay.
Mm.
I don't have one. And I feel as though, much like, the same reason that people go without getting checked until they find out they have stage 4 cancer. I feel like it's a very human experience to not want to think about the unthinkable and to avoid that and put your head in the sand and say, I can just doom scroll in my safety bubble all day. And I think it's one of these moments that is a galvanizing thing where like, you don't really have a safe space. And I think that's the scary part for me. And when I always take this away, and Jesse, like I work in a very similar environment where it's not nearly the same level of building that you're in, but like we have a campus and we have a PSEC team and physical security team, for those who don't know PSEC acronym. And they go through stuff like this. And we're always like, it's kind of crazy to think about, but some of us appreciate it,
Mm-hmm.
And there's definitely the dichotomy of folks who want to think about it and are appreciative of it, and folks who are like, dude, don't put this on me at all.
Well, you're the guy who's checking the exits in the plane. You're the guy who's doing the scoping the plane exits.
I am a Jason Bourne level human, not in skill or talent. But I
knowledge.
I am Matt Damon. They call me mini Matt Damon because I am slightly shorter but stouter.
I'm the Matt Damon of my generation.
Yeah, there are tons of trainings and stuff that I have to go through, just from the nature of my job and like the security clearance and stuff that I have. and most of them are just stupid, boring stuff that you will never ever learn to
Handling hazardous material and shit.
Yeah, stuff like that, and like
Yeah.
safeguarding classified information. Like no one's handing me anything. I don't need to know like how long I can leave a briefcase unattended for, like the proper gauge of paper shredding machine. Like I'm never gonna use any of this stuff, but like I have to go through it anyway.
Do you have a secret clearance?
Yes.
Damn, son. What you
Yeah.
tell us,
Really?
bro? What's good? Bro, what's
Wait,
good?
you just got you,
I mean,
you got
that's-
to
let's
like
turn the lights down.
Eddie Munson hot level, man.
For the most part, it's just
We're in
has
Pat's
to deal
secret
with-
clearance corner.
it
Yo,
only
where
just has
them
to-
Epstein files, brother?
Yeah, what you got?
It has to deal with like if the president's airborne, I know where his location is at all times. Like that kind of stuff. So like,
you
it's
get
not,
that? Pat gets that? Sorry, Patty McGregor gets
I
that
mean,
information?
all the air traffic controllers do. So like we'll know like where he is, where he's going to, how long he's going to be there, and all that stuff. So like
It's like a
there's-
beeper.
it's
Epstein
nothing-
Island
never-
again.
yeah, there's no like real like good information or anything like that I actually get. Like we don't get
Fiesta Cone Clintons? What?
I don't get any cool like UFO information, which I wish I did, but
Oh,
no, we
that'd be
don't.
fucking
We don't
You don't
get
get UFO
Well,
shit?
that's what you
Nah,
would
we
say.
don't get that.
That's what he
No,
when he
you
brought
don't.
that up as a thing. I wouldn't. He's like, I wouldn't get UFO information.
I also want to be
Why are you serving that up freely? Why
one
are
of
you correct?
one of the main questions I get that all the time is like, have you seen anything? And it's like, well, I mean, like the radar scope will pick up like random, like it could pick up like if a rain cloud's too big, it can show up as a blip on a map like that. There's no way for me to ever know,
Ring cloud.
like a rain cloud. Like
Oh, a
there's
rain
enough, like,
cloud.
yeah, if there's enough like electricity in the cloud itself, it can come up as a blip on the radar scope. Like
Oh,
I'm
that's
not gonna
cool.
know if that's a UFO or not. Like there's no possible way.
Maybe it's
for
a
me to
rain
discern.
cloud shaped UFO.
I have heard multiple pilots reporting some crazy stuff, though. I mean, that's none of that's like secret.
What do you
He's
got?
like,
Get-
I see something in the bottom of my screen.
Give me
No,
your
it's
podium
like
of
there's-
weird spine tingling moments from
Well,
behind
there's
the,
stuff that are
the
like, is there an
scope.
aircraft off our left? And I'm like, no, man, you're the only person there. They're like, no, there's definitely, I can see lights. There's definitely something off my left. And they're like, and now it's on my right, and now it's gone. You're not
Bullshit.
seeing anything out here?
Seriously?
All the time.
And you talk to them directly?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, man, I'm talking. The pilot's asking me to be like, "Are you about to kill me?" And I'm like, "No, man. There's nobody out there."
the face of the pilot with the co-pilot is like, check this out.
Pat,
Is air traffic control? Is there anything on my left?
Yeah,
Pat's face down watching K-pop Demon Hunters on his iPad, going,
Yeah.
"Oh man, dude, I don't see shit."
Yeah, I don't
He's
see
like
anything. It's I've seen that before. I've had once when I was in the Air Force once, some guy called in and was like, "Are you seeing anything at this location?" He gave me wherever his house location was or something. And I was like, "I don't see anything out there." And he's like, "Buddy, there are lights everywhere up in the sky right now." And like then there was an airplane that was somewhat in the vicinity, and he was like, "I don't see shit." I'm like, "All right, so this guy's probably just fucking hammered out of his mind, or
Drunk?
seeing some weird stuff."
Classic.
So I was like, but that's
Classic commercial
yeah, those
aerospace
are-
pilots, am I right? Am I
Yeah.
right, friends?
those are the only two real UFO-y type stories. But that's I don't get
That's
any real
creepy,
cool
man.
stuff.
And that's what a UFO sounds like. That was recorded from deep space.
I was hoping it would be a happier laugh, but I forgot. Like, let's try this laughing one.
Yeah, it's way better. That sounds like Fran Dresser just made a funny.
Yeah.
I was at the SAG
Yeah.
event last week.
So
yeah.
So going back to it, like you having that sort of training, do you think that if you happened to have been there when this was going on, that you would have made a difference?
Well,
Or do you think
well,
you
I mean,
let's
I
get
guess.
the fuck out of here?
Well, so the guidance is run, hide, fight. Like,
Yeah.
if you're not there to engage, then you got to run, hide, or fight. Like, so if 1 and 2 were like out on me, then yeah, I have to imagine, like, because my always plan like this is just sprint at the person like as fast, like a Barry Sanders level sprint, and then just like go for the legs, and like hopefully you're wrestling this person down, blah 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 blah. Like it's very hard to like shoot a moving target like that. It's very difficult, right? So I would hope that I could sort of get to them before I was like disabled entirely to like bring them down to like stop further damage. Yeah, like I've like gamed that out in my head like 100 times.
Do you feel? Do you feel? this is like the home intruder scenario, right? But it hits way harder.
Yeah.
I like my instinct in that scenario is to flight in that case if there is and that is again a cowardly move that I have made
No, that's-
peace with.
No, it's
the
not
first
cowardly.
thing
That's the first thing
tell
you should be
you to
doing.
do.
Yeah.
You have a very heroic mentality, and like I don't know if that is your like training kicking in from military or what, but yeah, I am curious on like what you feel drives you to want to rush the attacker in that scenario, and is it a trust, like you trust yourself to take him out, or you don't trust other people to take him out before damage is done? Or
I trust that I have like a 35% chance of like debilitating him for long enough to like someone else like jumps in the pile. Like I feel like you just need one person to like
Yeah.
break
Mhm.
the
That's the crowd
momentum.
mentality.
So I think the only scenario where I rush the attacker genuinely, where I'm like, I think I could summon the courage to like do this because I feel like there's no other option, is a plane hijacking. I think that's the only scenario where I rush because I do think you could. I think obviously you're a much more stable target running at them because it's an aisle, but I still think that like it's if your options are die in a plane
Yeah.
crash or die getting shot at, I think that's pretty much the only thing you can do in that scenario. But like in a open space, I admire the will to want to go in.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I would probably cower and die cowering. Who knows? But like,
No.
I've gamed it that way.
You get to, I mean, that's like they're listed in that order. The run, hide, and fight are listed in that order. Like they don't want you to like fight is not option one. Like they don't want like your option one should never be like I'm gonna bum rush this guy, right? But if there's like an opportunity that you can see to like seize this, it's like, am I gonna sit here and wait to be shot, or am I gonna try and do this? And like Jesse was saying, like there's that like the herd type of mentality where like it really just takes one guy. And when one like if one person is charging, is like people are gonna be oh we're doing this, like this is let's go, like, and you're gonna get 2-3 people pinning an arm down, and you know hopefully that's enough to get this stopped in its tracks.
Yeah, hopefully it's not like help, and then like no one else moves. You're like, I got him. Quick. Like what's that Asian turret thing? Quick, grab the legs.
Everyone else is a hostage. Yeah, they're like totally.
What's
down on
the
ground
Asian
falling.
turret skit where he's like, quick, go for the legs. And like,
He's telling him to hit the lights, right? He's telling him to turn the lights off.
Quick.
He's just rolling around. Hit the lights. Go.
Get him.
yeah, that's the nightmare. So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna like, I have a lot of work as a result of this, but yeah, let's move on, man. But I thanks for helping me get that off my chest because I've had like fits and spurts of talking to that with Alicia, and it's just hard.
Yeah, how are you? How are you doing though? As far as like, are you able to?
Well,
Okay.
I had some dreams and shit like that, and like in a way I never did about Iraq. You know, I had a dream last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like
this is-
anxiety dreams.
Yeah, I mean, it's an entirely different experience.
Like I was in that lobby and I was seeing it happen, sort of thing. Like it was like, yeah, I'm not like fully like immersed in it. I had just, sort of a flash. I don't have these dreams where I'm like in control and they're like long. I'll just wake up with like a flash or two of a vision, and it was just like, it just sort of was in there last night.
Do they at least have some kind of? I'm assuming they have something set up where there's like people to talk to for anyone. That
Oh my
needs-
God, yeah, they're going
Yeah.
hard with that shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
that's
they're going hard with it.
That's good. I would suggest something with that because
You,
like you said, it's definitely tough to. It's not like a wife kind of conversation because in her mind she's just like, well, thank God you're here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
that's it. Yeah,
that's. I mean, as like she doesn't know these people that you've worked with, not in any sort of way, and it's like
Yeah.
this. You're her most important thing, and you're safe, and like that's where that ends for her.
Yeah.
So it's a lot tougher to probably talk about.
you talking to anybody about this? That ain't us. I don't know why I used the voice of a mafia person there. I was genuinely trying to ask if you were talking to a professional about this or you were into it, and I don't know why I chose to. Hey, who the fuck you talking to about this?
What are you telling them that you're
I
not telling us? Huh?
genuinely was curious.
You wearing a wire?
You fucking
You wearing a wire over there?
You squealing over there? Are you talking? Are you? I'm trying to bring it back.
Not
Are you
really.
talking?
Not
Okay.
really. No. I got a podcast, so why do I need therapy?
Yeah, I mean, I would suggest
Fair.
it. We can definitely be ears, but these guys are trained professionals.
Yeah, you're
to
right.
how to get through this.
I'll avail myself.
Dude, I literally just got talked into getting a therapist again last night by my cuz.
by your therapist, by your other
By my
Yeah.
therapist was like,
You
hey
should see
man,
somebody else.
you should see a professional. I was just
Yeah.
like doing peyote. I'm like, I don't even pay you, do I? I met him outside of Chuck E. Cheese. Great guy. I talk to him once a week. I give him $50 and we huff spray paint. He is my cousin started therapy, and he literally he goes to one of those, they have apparently like these sliding scale places where you just tell them how much you make and you pay per session based on how much you make, and it sounds kind of honor system.
It's the most
Sounds
LA
weird.
shit I've
It's so
ever
real.
heard.
You just walk up.
Like the business model is people volunteer money.
The name of the place is Puzzles, but the puzzle is why is it called Puzzles? He goes and he's like, yo, it changed my fucking life. Like he's like unpacked stuff with his parents that he never got to confront. And he's like Chris, like he literally looked me in the eyes last night. We were drinking. I was drinking what I thought was going to be a very, very manly drink, and it ended up coming out in a like martini glass, pink with an umbrella, but I couldn't read the ingredients, and it was fucking delicious, mind you. So if it was,
Can we guess the names of this? Can we guess the names of this drink?
I will let you guess the name of this drink, and because it had a drink name that I think would
So it's manly.
appropriate. No,
was-
I thought it would be maybe, but it wasn't. It was
So
under
you
the
thought it was-
margaritas.
You thought it was
That's
manly based on the name.
Yes, and I couldn't read the ingredients.
Gotcha.
And when I say the name
what
now, I
color
don't think
was
it's
it?
gonna. It was pink,
Okay.
and sage was a key ingredient. I don't know if that's a
Maybe call it like a hardwood. Can I get a hardwood with a twist of sage?
When I tell you the fucking name of this, you're gonna be like, you thought this would be a man.
Well, like
What
my
is wrong?
first initial thought, because you said it was pink, and you thought it was not, I was like, can I get a pussy lips with a twist?
Oh my God. I can't believe it's not manly.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
what the fuck is this?
One
Uh,
freshly shaved hoo-ha.
One the nanny, please. It was called the Center Sage,
Oh, the center sage.
but it was in the margarita list, but it was not a margarita. It was vodka based. And like margaritas, they had an elote margarita, which is banging. And I got the Center Sage, and they brought out like my cousin's drink, and it was like a nice little margarita. And then my wife also got the margarita, and then they brought out this like dainty little martini glass. Like, here you go, sir. And I was like, ah, shit. Hey, it was fucking good. I don't care. Jepsen would eat me alive though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
so-
here in spirit.
I feel like that's something that you can be fine with in LA. Like no one would judge you for doing something like
No,
that.
It's the
Like
best.
New York, you might catch an eye. Like I think in Los Angeles, they're just like, he's just doing
Dude,
his thing.
you don't gotta get me started on like I drink for pleasure, not for appearance, and I don't give a shit when I'm like I'm gonna just drink White Claws all day while you drink IPAs. I fucking hate IPAs. So you guys
Yeah.
can have the things that fight you back, and they're
Tastes like
just
socks.
delicious.
I like both. You know, I liked both a lot.
How many socks have you eaten? To
Enough to know they
acquire
taste like an IPA.
That's fair. That's not good. All that's to say, my cousin was like, "Hey, man, you should see a therapist," and I mean that. And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "You got to unpack some shit. I can hear it in like how you're talking." And of course, Lori, my wife, my support network, is over there like, "Yeah, he's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, he definitely stuff like thanks." Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Bill
bro.
Burr sees Bill Burr sees a therapist, so like we should feel okay with it.
100%.
I think Bill Burr is the ideal man.
100. He is. I think he is.
When I was going through what I thought was going to be an impending divorce, I was talking to a therapist online with BetterHelp, I think was the app that I used.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like it was okay. I don't think I really unpacked a whole lot of stuff. But it was definitely, I was like, I gotta talk to somebody who's like not Elliot about this.
Yeah.
So
Specifically.
Shit, sorry, this is being recorded.
yeah, no, I just like I needed a more experty opinion than
Oh
like
wait, Elliot, what are your thoughts on that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Long rip. Yeah.
I want
Sounds good.
I want a therapist, but I want like Sam Elliott.
I wouldn't just to
You know-
to
you know
finish
Sam
my-
Elliott?
My
Who's
thought.
Sam Elliott?
Yeah, I know who Sam Elliott is.
How do you know who
Cures.
Sam Elliott is?
Cures. That guy.
Just Google Sam Elliott.
I am.
Big
I'm
mus-
Googling
with the
right
big
now.
mustache.
Sam Elliott, like. This is the guy you want. He's
Yeah.
what?
Let me put my ideal Sam Elliott in the Discord.
He's like smoking Marb Reds in every picture by the looks of him.
This is my ideal Sam Elliott on the right in Discord.
Thank you for specifying he's on the right.
Yeah, you couldn't. You know,
I thought he's either Patrick Swayze, the blonde lady from Roadhouse, and/or
I like
and
it.
and Sam Elliott from Roadhouse.
Sam Elliott.
Look at that fucking hair. Like, could you imagine
Oh.
that guy was waiting to help you?
I would absolutely text my location to my mom before I went to see that.
just to finish my thought
Sorry,
on,
yeah,
on
sorry.
that.
Yeah.
I was just I didn't get as much out of it as I would have if I had done it in person. I think the video therapist felt very impersonal and kind of like we're making a video call and you're here because you're getting paid. Like that's
Yeah.
just kind of how it felt. So I wouldn't suggest going that way if there was another option.
Dude, Lori has a service. It was called like Ruba, I think, or something. Rula. Because I was like, oh, they're super cool. Rula.
Girl
I'm
power.
not-
No, keep going.
not a
with that.
spokesman for Rula. We'll workshop it. She got to like matchmake. It was like Bumble or like Tinder for a therapist, and you
Swipe
got to, like,
right.
read literally, and like you matched with a therapist based on their description. You can type in like things that you want, and so you could type gamer. Or I want a gamer. It's a COD pro shows up in Rockstar sunglasses, like Monster Energy. What
Can
the
you,
fuck's wrong with you?
can you type like thick? CC.
Anya Taylor Joy. God
Yeah,
damn it!
give me that one.
It's always empty.
And
They just keep giving me these anteater
Anteater?
pictures.
Fucking ant here. When you said anteater and Pat was like, yeah, I was like,
I knew what he was
fuck?
talking
Like,
about.
It's just a different animal.
Yeah. I
But-
picture the sloth with the eyes, so it's like I knew exactly who you were talking about.
You thinking anteater?
He has
Shrunk.
a name too. It's gonna bother me.
It's Laszlo? Is it Laszlo?
Sloth from Zootopia.
Ice Age, man. It's Sid. It's Sid.
Sid thing.
Is he talking?
Well, I typed in sloth from, and that popped up first. Like it auto completed.
It's not problematic, but it feels problematic. How
There's an Ice Age wiki,
is there an Ice Age wiki?
fandom wiki. Yeah,
What's
get up in
popping
the
on that.
get up in this fandom. Oh shit,
What's the top edited?
this
thing?
is creepy. So the first unchangeable thing. It's like, please help us personalize your experience. Are you an adult or are you a kid? Like, what are you gonna show me as an adult that you
What?
wouldn't show a kid in the
From
Ice Age?
Yeah.
This is Ray Romano's character just getting blasted.
Here's some Rule 34, motherfucker.
Just to dive in on why I find Anya Taylor-Joy attractive. And
Let's go into it.
weird. Well,
Let's
I wonder if she
Talk about ladies' looks.
I wonder if
Let 'em go.
she like reminds me of something like a cartoon or an anime or something, and that's where it comes from. Is I realized that Natalie Dormer from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Who does?
That's
My first
Lola,
crush.
That's Lola Bunny.
It's your
Wait,
first
what?
crush.
That is.
I was 28 when I discovered love.
That's Lola Bunny.
That is 100%. If you look up
What does that
her and a
mean?
picture of Lola Bunny from Space Jam, that is the same person.
Why are we getting weird
I'm
with this
just
shit?
I'm just saying.
What,
It's the same person.
why are we going anteaters for Anya Taylor-Joy?
I'm
No,
saying
Bat-
I had
Bunny.
I
Such a
had
weird term.
found. I'm thinking that because I had found her to be strangely attractive and couldn't put my finger on why, and I'm curious if it had something to do with that. It was like, you're crazy if you didn't have a crush on the hot bunny from Space Jam. Everybody.
Oh wow,
It's
she was the
Smoke Valley.
bunny. She was
Yeah.
the bunny. Bat.
Yeah.
It was Babs, right? And she was made to look attractive. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's Lola Bunny.
No, they designed her to look.
Yeah.
She was speaking directly to the Patty McGregors of the world,
The art director was like, okay, like start with Bugs Bunny.
rubbing his belly button.
Now make it hot.
Now I want to see hips.
So there is something I was
I
looking
want to see
into
a
this.
plush bunny tail.
Are you familiar with the Hear Me Out trend that hit all the Zoomers,
Yeah.
TikTok and stuff? So like Lori was trying to do Hear Me Out with me, and I mentioned like the Babs Bunny era crush, which I think was Nala from Lion King.
I get it. Yep.
And I was like, "Hear Me Out, Nala," and Lori's like, "Absolutely, like that's not a Hear Me Out." I was like, "What?" She's like, "That's a given." She was like made to look hot, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "She's a lion."
It's like slightly darker tone.
My wife like shamed like
She had very sensual eyes.
but it is the eyes, right? Like
Yeah,
I
it's
think
all the
like,
eyes.
that's the
Yeah.
funny, that's the Babs funny thing here too. Is the
Yeah.
eyes,
Well,
The eyes and the big nostrils.
They do the
personality.
There's the scene where they roll down and then he pins her down and she gives him the come fuck me eyes.
Yes.
And I'm like, there it is.
And it's
Yep.
during Can
I
You Feel
would.
the Love Tonight too.
I
They
would.
do the-
I'd
they
bone
do
that
the
line.
look. And they do the look. I can
Yeah.
still see it to this day. I haven't
Yeah.
watched Lion King in a decade plus.
Yeah, it's in there.
to get back into
Yeah, let's
So anyway,
talk about
active
therapy.
shooter situations.
Therapy. So you
No,
talking to a
I was gonna
therapist?
go along the lines of therapy because one of the topics I had in here was when you said you have stuff to unpack. Do you find that you act more like your parents or less like your parents? And like, are there moments where you'll do something like, fuck, that was
Yeah.
my dad? It's like, that's 100% something my dad would do.
I find myself acting like my mom in child raising scenarios, and I actively hate myself for it. But it's in child rearing scenarios where I'm like, I've grown up to like not.
Can we get rid of can we just like put a pause on child rearing?
Yeah.
Can we just retire that phrase?
Yeah, and you know what? In hindsight, when I'm raising my fucking child,
I'm rearing my child.
you know what?
Yeah.
I'm with change on this stuff.
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, I find that I just have a weird disciplinary like I just want my daughter to do what I say when I want it, and there's very little wiggle room. And I'm like a pretty high EQ human typically, and I'm pretty go with the flow and try to talk through things. And like I just find myself getting such a short commanding fuse with her. And I have to have self-awareness and be like, dude, what the fuck? Why am I like snapping on her for this thing? Like
Yeah, why does she
not
need to
listening.
finish this breakfast cereal or I'm gonna lose my mind? Yeah.
just fucking eat. Oh, dude, eating is such a triggering thing in our house. She just will not. She's constantly hunger striking. But yeah, I find myself getting a short fuse, and I'm like, I just like I'm in the, I'm alone at night looking in the mirror, and I'm just like Jake Gyllenhaal in Nightcrawler when he's just screaming, he smashes the mirror. No, God, it's my every night when I am mad at myself.
Yeah,
I don't have to do that. I'd be in therapy.
It's weird that you got a therapist recommended.
my cousin's like, yo, look at me, dude. You need therapy.
He sees you looking in the
We're
mirror.
all bloody from like punching my.
It like cuts to him behind you, like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?"
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
It came
dude?
out of nowhere. I don't know why he suggested it. It was just really out of left field.
It's out of left field.
I was pulling the mirror glass out of my knuckles, and he was like, maybe you should see a therapist. It was really weird, strange.
I was filming myself in black and white in just my boxers, and I was just dancing to the music that.
Why do you think you
playing.
default to your mom? And why do you see her? Why, like, surely you're.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Go ahead. Tell me about that. Why don't you tell me about that a little more?
Why do you think I default to my mom?
I mean, I feel like that's I said hypothetical, rhetorical.
Because because my mother did the best she could as a 16-year-old parent, but she wasn't the best at figuring it out with a kid. And so she was very much my way or the highway and would default to disciplinarian. And if I didn't listen, she would immediately escalate, not de-escalate. And when I'm tired or fatigued or emotionally strapped, that becomes the default for me, where I'm like, just fucking do you just do it, and like I don't ever curse at her, but it's just like, it's like, just do it,
Yeah.
just do it. And
Yeah.
like that's not the way I want to go, but I did read an article that kind of backs me up a little bit, where they're like, there's a new parenting style that counters gentle parenting, and it's called fuck around and find out parenting.
I've also been getting those Instagram. I've also been getting
Hey,
that.
the zeitgeist, whatever they're selling, the zeitgeist is turning. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'm in the fuck around and find out category of like natural consequences. If you
Yeah.
push me, I'll push.
Yeah.
But the story was this mom, like her son hit her with a water balloon, and she said not to, and so she like threw him in the pool with all his clothes on and his phone and stuff. It was like, nah, sorry, dude. Like, that's it. I told you not to do it, and that was it. That's the new parenting style, I guess. I'm like, I feel like that's just boomer.
I've dallied with that a little bit, but like our kids can't. Like I think when an 11-year-old or like an older kid, like they can sort of learn from it and be like, oh, I fucked
Yeah.
around and I found out. But like Theo will like he'll like make a whole story for himself about like why I was wrong. Like we were at like we did like this movie night, which was like an outdoor movie night with a parent couple. With some friends with a kid. The parent couple, what is the Fifth Element?
A lovely human pair.
and
Were they also rearing children?
they were rearing their children,
Yeah.
and a lot of other children being reared there as well. It was an island. They had a special plane to get there, and so like at 9:30 hits, Theo's just pounding like sugar and shit. Like and 99% of the time we're like, this is not happening. Like we go home at 7:30 at the latest. Like put the kids to bed. But this time we're like, yo, it's July. Like we're going. We're this is life. Like we're going for this. 9:30 hits. And he like gets a little hand with another kid. He has like a glow stick that he's like whipping around, and he like hits his kid, and the kid like hits him back, and like they sort of like tussle a little bit, not bad, but we're like, bro, like you can't do that again. Sort of like don't do it again, and like it happens again, and I think this kid was also aggressing a little bit, but like
Yeah.
Theo like smacked him again with the thing. I was like, all right, well we're gonna take that away, and like it just and World War like I pulled a fuse out, and he just sort of exploded, and it was like me carrying him out, like fighting me, like kicking, screaming.
Yeah.
Like I'm walking past all the other parent couples, like to my car, and he is like like I have him in my car. He's just like smashing the windows. He's just going like full like Amy gorilla.
Yeah,
Mode.
been there before. Yeah,
Amy was a good gorilla.
Amy was a bad gorilla in this case.
yeah,
And so like I could have been like fuck around and find out. Like I'm just gonna like I tried to fuck around and find out him, but he was like the day after that, he's like, Dad, like you made me leave. He's like, you wanted to leave, and that's why I got mad. I'm like, no, that did not happen, my friend. I wanted to stay. I was happy to stay. I brought you to the garage to be like, let's calm down a minute, let's chill out, let's sort of like refocus ourselves a little bit. And he was like, he didn't know I was following him to like this garage. He's like, he's trying to get me. Like, he's like, as if I snuck up on him, like. So I like tried as best as I could to like be the nice, gentle. I wouldn't even say it was like gentle. It was just like, chill, bro.
yeah.
Stop hitting kids.
There's definitely a stage when they are overtired and over either caffeinated or sugared up. And like there's that mental breaking point, and it's like there's nothing you can do at that point. Like
Yeah.
what you like having to physically carry them and remove them from the situation is like that is your only option, because it's a complete and total meltdown, and there's really nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
I've had quite a few of those.
Sort of the fuck around and find out point. It's like I think it's got to be later. Like they got to be like people to internalize lessons.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah.
I had one
Maybe.
of those, which kind of falls into one of our categories, which was the 100% fucked when you got caught red-handed thing. This all ties in because this is dealing with parents and getting caught red-handed. There was a time when I was working at Hollywood Video when I was 16 years old, and at the time I had my.
Paint the picture. What year is it? What year is it?
It was my
2002?
2001,
2001?
probably 2001, 2002 something like that. Well, I had-
9/11.
What
I
was
still
what was on the radio when you were going to work?
The Offspring?
For me, it was probably Reanimation at that time.
Yeah, Linkin Park, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure. New Metal guy.
Give us a bit. Give us a clip.
Of
Sing
of
the song.
Sing a line.
But don't get us copyright struck.
Yeah, sing it just off
I
key enough.
can't. My brain is not functioning. I'm trying to think of one of the.
Does it go like this?
Yeah, but
That
there's
was
more.
Chester's last song was a good time.
There's
Little known fact. Little known fact.
That's a lot. But
Yeah, there was more screening, and then I think Aaron Lewis came out. And
Okay.
he started
The
saying
comedian?
stuff. No, he was
Baseball
the,
player?
no, he was the Stained guy,
The sprinter?
the guy.
Oh.
Anyway, so I was 16, working at Hollywood Video. I had a junior license at the time, so I couldn't
Sprinter?
fully drive.
Sprinter.
It's Carl Lewis. Is what I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, little different.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But so I had my either my junior or my I think it was past learner permit. I think it was a junior license. So I was allowed to drive to and from work at this point, but I didn't have a car. So I had taken my mom's car, which was the
Camaro.
she had at that time. Yeah. And I was supposed to be grounded at the time. I was not supposed to be leaving my house. I was allowed to leave because I was going to work. And this is amazing that he just got up from the chair. This was Musto's birthday. And the plan was we were supposed to go to St. Gerard's Church, and we were going to play Manhunt. So we were going to get started around 9:00-ish.
Such good memories.
Still listening.
And so I told my mom that we were doing a closing, which would have me at the store till sometimes as late as like 2:00 in the morning, where you have to go through inventory of every movie that's in there. And it takes forever. And I told her that we were doing this, and like I wasn't. I was off of work at like 9:00. And so Musto came in and was like, "Sucks you have to work and you can't come to the party." I was like, no. My mom thinks that I'm closing tonight. So like, I'm going to be at St. Gerard's. I'm going to be there with you guys. And he's like, "Fucking sick. That's awesome." So this was at like 6 when he came in. Around like 8:39, Musto calls my house and goes, "Is Pat home?" My mom goes, "No, he's working." And he goes, "No, he's not. He just told me he gets off at like 9. We're going to go play Manhunt."
Did I really do that?
Yep, 100%. He's like, "Well," and when I
High EQ. High EQ. Mustang.
no, he's not. I just talked to him. He said he was getting out
No.
around like 9.
High
We're gonna go play
EQ does
Manhunt.
not mean high IQ. It's a very different thing.
So
Read a room, but I can't figure out how to fucking put a ruse
Yeah,
on.
But not over the phone.
No.
So
Wow, I fucking
he
did that.
tells
I'm
he
sorry.
tells my mom that. So she takes this information, puts it in the back of her brain, waits till around 9:15, drives us to Hollywood Video to see if I'm there. And I'm
Oh,
like,
and
she's like-
your mom was Machiavellian. dude. Like
She's like, I'm gonna get this motherfucker.
she'd play it out.
she went to go see if Musto was like, maybe he had it wrong. Like, I'll
Yeah.
give him the benefit of the doubt. Let me go drive to work and see if the car's there. And it was not. And so she started driving, like she went towards like Brendan's house. She drove past Jesse's house. She drove past Musto's house. And then she was like, I know he said, Musto said something about possibly going to play Manhunt. Where would they do that? And then she drove to St. Gerard's.
She figured it out.
Uh-huh. She drove to
she's
St.
a fucking
Gerard's.
genius, dude.
Well, at that time, that was a very popular hangout for us.
Oh yeah. There's only like
you
5
know,
places to go. It's like
yeah.
behind Entenmann's.
So
Like,
it wasn't like
Taco
it was
Bell.
it wasn't like it was a
we're
crazy
in, like a
detective
deep
work.
network.
Yeah, it wasn't crazy detective work. It was like one of 5 places I could have been.
Pat, he's in Venice. He's in Venice right now.
Yeah, so
Canals.
she comes, finds the car, has a spare set of keys, takes the car and leaves. Doesn't say anything to anybody.
Oh, I
And this
love
is
that.
like, this was not like, I don't think I had a cell phone. I might have had a cell phone at the time, but we are now done playing. It's like
No, I think it
10:30,
was your
11 o'clock.
pagers back then. Pagers are
Yeah.
Nextels.
It was like we were big drug dealers.
Yeah, it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I come out like getting ready to go leave, and the car is gone. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding. So now I'm freaking out. Like I can't call my mom and tell her the car's fucking gone. That was like the key had a chip on it. The engine won't start. It would cut the line of the gas. Like the farthest this car could get would be like a mile max.
Dude, I remember. I had to have been there. I had to.
Probably were.
Yeah.
And I was with
Set out, boys. We're gonna
Trying to
find them out.
We're gonna hot wire. a
Brendan
car.
calls his dad. His dad picks us up and he starts driving us around. We're looking, in like a 1 to 2 mile radius around here. We start asking people in the stores, like, if it made it farther than a mile, then maybe they put it on a flatbed. Somebody came in and picked it up. And we were out, we called the cops. We're filing police reports looking for this fucking thing. And we, after about an hour and a half of looking, 2 hours worth of looking, we go to pull home. And as he's pulling to the driveway, the car's parked in the driveway.
Oof.
And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I came in and like lost my fucking mind. And I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I was like, I don't, she was like, yeah, well, now you learn you're not going to pull that shit again. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, you not only just like inconvenienced like me insanely. But like I had fucking poor Brendan's dad out here for the last 2.5 hours making phone calls to cops and shit. I was like, at least like you could have gotten the car and then like told me to go fuck myself and I'm never getting your car again. And it would have been way better than this than this. Like I'm not learning the lesson from this that you think I am, because like all I see you as is like a real fucking asshole for pulling that. There's no reason for you to do this. Like
that just have been our generation of first of all, I don't think we've ever had a confrontation about this. But I'm sorry if I put you through that.
I remember talking to you. Oh, I remember talking to you about it, and you're like, bro, you should have said that. I didn't know you were fucking grounded. I was like,
did I double down on?
Yeah, I was like, I 100% told you. My mom thinks I'm gonna be here till 2 a.m, but I'm not. I'm getting out early. Like that's awesome. And you're like, yeah, sick, bro. Hey, where is he?
What were you? What were you doing to me at the time, though? Because you were not always the best friend to me.
I don't know.
In our,
it's totally possible I deserved it, but I think this one was.
No way you do that. You blow someone in the spotlight.
No. That's a me. That's a me. I think
that was
for sure.
That was purely accidental. But I was like, I couldn't be
what
mad
idiot.
at anyone.
What a fucking idiot, man.
Like end of the day, I can't be mad at anybody but myself for pulling.
No.
But
you can be mad at me. I was a fucking idiot.
Fucked around though, and you found out.
Yeah, but like those kind of like parenting styles, I guess, like the fuck around, find out stuff. I was like, I didn't learn anything from that. Like I left that day thinking like my mom is not a good person. Like,
yeah.
That like that gave me like fucking like insane amounts of like trauma for no fucking reason.
Yeah, like, you put out these other people.
Yeah, I put other people out. Like I feel like the biggest fucking piece. Like there's no reason for this. I'm like, and like you ruined other people's nights. We had fucking Brendan's fucking poor dad driving around till like fucking 1 a.m. looking for this fucking car. Like what are you doing?
Yeah.
At any point you could have either called me or paged me or anything along those lines. Be like, hey, just so you know, your fucking car's gone. You might as well come home. Like find your own way home if you got to walk. It is, but like that would have been fun.
Yeah.
But like leaving it up to and like she will still to this day tell this story and like wear it as like a badge of honor.
That's I feel the weird Gen X boomer type.
Yeah,
mentality. My mom did that shit too.
I was like, that wasn't cool. That was a really shitty thing you did. Like, and it was like for like, because I wanted to go hang out with my friend, like on his birthday. Like, it wasn't like we were like, you stopped.
Well, you were grounded for beating up those little girls though.
right. Yeah. And how many were there? There were several.
At this time, like I was almost under house arrest at this point because my mom would have me go to school every week and have my teachers, every single individual teacher, initial on a piece of paper that my homework was done. And if at any point something like somebody didn't sign it or something along those lines, like I couldn't go out for the next following 2 weeks.
Shit.
And it was like I legitimately was under house arrest. I'm like, these are like my formative social years, and like the amount of like anxiety and like bullshit that drug with me. It was part of the reason where like the second I was able to leave that house, I moved in with my dad.
Yeah,
it's she will. These are things that like I've heard her multiple times like attempt to take credit for.
Yeah, so was like, you pushed me away.
Yeah, push 100%.
You pushed me to the bottle, Mom.
She legitimately has said things like
I am because of you.
I had to be
That's
so
Bonnie
like,
from Simpsons.
yelling at the mirror.
Like she said something like I had to be like this hard on you because like otherwise like you weren't going to get your shit together, and like who knows where you wouldn't be, like almost like taking credit for like my like successes. And it's like I'm successful like despite you,
in spite of you,
like not because of you, like literally despite you. Like you put me in the worst possible chance to succeed and like the worst kind of like headspace. Like I was so miserable and like depressed and like I couldn't fucking see anybody, like, and this is not like, it's not like social media type stuff where like I could go see all the pictures.
No, you're just in your fucking house, like watching
watching life pass
reruns.
Yeah, just
on TV.
Fucking sitting on AIM being like, what are you guys up to? Oh, you're not home? Because I'm the only person who's stuck home right now every single day. Like it was just brutal, man.
Be honest though, how good did you get at Ultima during that phase though?
I don't even know if I was still playing Ultima at that time.
I think he was not allowed to. Like, I remember there being some sneaking on the computer at night.
She would unplug the keyboard and the mouse and put them in her room, so I couldn't use it. So like if I was like home grounded, like that would be it. Like there was no computers. Like I could watch TV and I could sit in my bed.
Like Neuralink.
wasn't allowed to go outside unless I wanted to do like yard work. Like I was like a legitimate prisoner in my house, and I was like, this is not like it fucked me up and had me so depressed like that. I was like, I don't like this isn't like what's in my head now is not like, oh, I better do my homework next week. It's like
right, it's building trauma.
Like I want to fucking die. Like I don't. There's no part of me that's motivated to do anything. It's the exact opposite.
Right.
Like,
it's not rebounding me. It's pushing me further down.
It was just real fucking shitty. So like anytime that I catch any kind of like something that I'm doing that I know that I got from like my mom, like it boils me to my core, and I'm like, I will be better than that.
Yeah. That's why I think my mom trait triggers me, because I think Pat, you and I had very similar, shall I say, polarizing home lives with our moms. And my mom, my big trauma, I have several traumatic moments from.
Let's talk about how girls look and how bad at jobs our moms did.
It's going good so far.
Our single moms doing their best.
Yeah.
Oh man, my mom. So I will preface this by saying I would love to have my mom on as a guest, because like I think our relationship's actually very fascinating. We have never been closer than ever after Mac was born, and like when I say like this woman and I were not the tightest for our lives, but like after Mac was born, she fucking made it a point to be an excellent grandmother, and at a distance. Like, dude, every Wednesday they're probably doing story time right now. Every Wednesday, she's like on the phone to do bedtime stories with Mac. She's like, "Hey, I want to like see her." Like, my dad hasn't. Mac has no idea who my dad is. And that's a whole topic for another time, fellas.
Yeah, that's rough.
But same.
Oh,
yeah.
One up the other. Better.
No.
Yeah.
So my trauma with my mom that stands out like that moment, Pat, is I used to do laundry. We used to do laundry, and I was like about high school age, and I was an asshole for a son at times, and like I will own that. And my mom, 16 when she had me, figuring it out with a human who's not making it easy. So totally empathize with that. That being said, we had one time where she's like, get your clothes out of the dryer, or I'm going to remove them for you. And I was like, all right, sure. And like I never did a good job at that. And my mom, I had clothes as a high school student for I maybe got through a week and a half of clothes. My mom took all of them and hid them such that I never found them until I was in college.
Nice.
And never told me where they were. She's like, "Nope, you fucked up, dude."
She's mad.
Like, I found them in the like above the coat closet, like tucked away up in the attic, like crazy petty shit, you know? Like, and it was like, it's the pettiness, right? The pettiness level of like where your mom's stealing your own car and then not telling you that it was
parenthood makes you crazy.
It makes you but like now
I don't think that crazy.
I do empathize though. I empathize when you're at your wit's end. You're like, how do I just teach this kid a lesson? But like,
fuck this kid.
Fuck this kid, right? Just fucking eat your dinner, dude. Like, why are you starving yourself? But like I like you, Pat, I was like, it pushed me further away. Like psychological safety was non-existent in my household. 100%. I was not close at all, and I was never closer with my mom than after I had moved out. And I think she'll be the first to back that up. But after we moved out, we got along fucking great. We were like two peas in a pod. But yeah, I think like Pat, I went through that very similar thing where I was like, how petty are you to your 15-year-old figuring it the fuck out son?
Yeah.
And I was an asshole too, so it is what it is. But I was like, what? And so I just vowed never to be like that. And then I find myself doing shit like that.
Hiding clothes.
Not that. But like, no, if I'm like if I step on a toy that she left out that I told to clean up, like I find myself defaulting to, well, you should have fucking left it there. And I'm like, I can't, like I have to deep breath. I'm like, I can't. I gotta be like, I'm sorry for stepping on it, but buddy, I told you to clean up. This is what can happen. Like it's the explaining the why behind stuff constantly when you just can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. I get how Gen X or Boomer parents just snap.
I think it was a lot more acceptable to snap back then also. And I mean, that's also how they were raised in pretty similar type shit where, you kind of fucked around and got, it wasn't like finding out. It was like you found out with a fucking backhand or something.
The old cold one there.
Yeah, well, like I don't my dad's kind of the same way. Like he's not like I find myself struggling with that, like with my own kid, on like how to like emotionally like empathize and bond with him, because like I didn't have a dad at all growing up. Like my dad is so barely involved in my kid's life. Like he doesn't, like Sean's in Connecticut. Like my mom will go up there probably every 2-3 weeks or so, and like she'll get like a hotel kind of nearby. She'll take the kids out for like, she wants to be a part of their lives. Like my dad doesn't go there. Like they just don't go. Like he doesn't call on birthdays. Like he just doesn't fucking do anything. Like he's like, I don't know what kind of disconnect like he had, because like his father, like my grandfather, is one of the best fucking people alive. Was a phenomenal with kids, and was like he was so good with all of us when we were growing up. And I was like, where did that disconnect?
And my dad was good with other kids too, and I'm not very good with other kids. Like, it's just a personality thing. It's not like it's a learned behavior, I think.
Yeah,
like, I don't
with kids. I'm good. I
can't engage with like my in-laws' kids. I'm more like, keep them out of trouble, buddy. Like my dad would be like,
hey, Scampy.
My dad would like, you give him 30 minutes with a kid, he would have been like building his bike. He would be like oiling his fucking chain or something like that. Like, he's like, I taught your 5-year-old how to wheelie. Like my dad could just like do that.
Yeah, you eat any good Alfredos lately, kids?
My dad is my dad is very much like that. Like he wasn't like really a dad to us like at all. He's still like, he doesn't have that like innate ability to be like, my son needs this, or like I should reach out and talk to him. Like it's all like, if he needs something, he would let me know, and like whatever it is, like he's gonna take care of it. Like if there's something going on like wrong in my house, like my air conditioning or something like that, like I could call him at fucking midnight and he'd get out of bed, come over here, and he would fix it, like no questions asked.
That's the thing he's gonna do.
Grandfather?
That's the thing he knows. No, his dad.
Yeah, because like
that's how you connect.
He knows how to do that. Like he has no idea how to be a dad, but he knows how to do that. So
like, that's just like his love language, right? Is like, I fix things.
So that's HVAC.
Yeah. Yeah, HVAC. That's his love language.
Son,
you all speak HVAC.
My love language is HVAC.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this whole like doing the band thing that we're in is like it's almost like I see like a different side of him half the time. But it's like I don't really go into that. Like I don't feel like I'm in a band with like my dad. Like that's just like a guy I hang out with. Like that's just kind of like the relationship. How that is. Like it's weird. Like it's
that's why we're so close. It feels like we just have very similar family.
100%.
Like my dad was my friend, not my dad.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think Pat, you described him as your dad's like a really big friend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like pretty much as the years went by, I was like, that stuck with me, and then it got weirder and weirder over time. Where I'm like, he shouldn't have been a friend, but he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I often think of your dad. I look at your dad, Pat. I often think of your dad.
In what scenarios, Jesse? Can you take us through a couple?
As a parent couple. No, I often think of like, I was like, this fucking guy is living the dream. Like success aside, like what my dad wouldn't have given to be like in a band with his 2 sons. Like what my dad would have, he would have like moved heaven and earth for like 1 days of like shows. Like I am most regretful about the band because like my dad can't see me play like the opening Aerosmith riff, which is like, my dad was like the biggest Aerosmith guy in the world.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
like he would have fucking lost his mind if he saw me, if he saw us doing Speed of Motion. And so I often think of your dad as like living, but like you're painting a different, not a different picture, but it's like,
well,
everything is not what it seems. Like he doesn't relate to you beyond HVAC and guitars.
Pretty much. And it's like very like when you get into like you're saying like your dad would give up anything to do this. Like my dad would be doing this regardless. Like it just happens that this specific band has his kids in it, but like he also plays with like 3 or 4 other 5 other people. Like he's very like, this is just something he loves doing that I happen to be a part of.
It's pragmatic, like, and you feel a need for the band.
Pretty much.
But it has to mean more than that, right?
It gotta mean more.
Yeah, it does. Like, and you can like, and I know it does for him also. Like he's not like completely cold and closed off. But
yeah, your dad's a super sweet guy.
He does not know how to like relate or have any kind of like those there's no heart-to-heart conversations we have. One of the last conversations that we had that was anything remotely close to heart is my sister Danielle, who's a complete train wreck right now, and that's like an entire other podcast. Complete fucking train wreck right now.
On the list.
Yeah.
And like she took Liam, this was last summer, she took Liam to Splish Splash, and when she got home she could barely stand up in my driveway. Like,
Wait,
it's like slurring.
she had your son?
Yeah, she was like
Oh,
slurring like
shit.
crazy and could barely stand up. And Serena came in like completely flipping out, like hysterical. It was like she just drove him home, like she's fucking like she's bombed. And my dad was just like he was like, well, you can't like turn your back on her, this is like when she needs you the most. And I was like, I'm not
Why
having
the
this
South Park
conversation
voice
with
for
you,
your
man. I'm just like, I'm not having this kind of like, this is not something that, like, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, because when we confronted her about it, she's like, well, I'm on like a different medication. I was like, this wasn't fucking medication. Are you kidding me?
You're talking to a professional.
Yeah. Like I mean, it's, but between the two of us,
Air traffic drive clearance. Okay.
between the two of us and like our long-standing fucking alcohol problems, I was like, there's no, like, who are you talking to? Like I don't know what hammered looks like, dude. You couldn't stand up. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And she's still like, it took her almost a year to be like, you know what, I did it and I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, no, we know, but like the fact that you're trying to like tell me that like I didn't see what I very clearly saw is fucking wild. And I remember like, yeah, it's like, that's like the last like heart to heart that I had, is like my dad trying to like get me to have a better relationship with my sister, who was like telling me to my face, like, sorry you feel that way. I was like,
Yeah. Well, the fuck around and find out what that is. Like, I'm calling the cops.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
That was,
arrested.
that was a 100% a one and done thing. Like, you want to be an asshole to me, that's fine. You involve my kid, this is a completely different story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christ.
That's rough. That's not good.
Well, I think it's good that we blasted some men on this
Yeah.
pod,
Finally.
I think it was leaning a little bit. Yeah. Let's talk about now the guys we do body shots off of, just to even it out,
Does anybody else have a moment that they were caught red-handed and knew they were 100% fucked?
I didn't try like
Before we move on to something else.
like not really. Like probably, but I blacked it out. Like I don't like internalize those things very well, or I wish I had something like.
Yeah, I mean, the low hanging fruit was obviously like the first time my brother drank. I'll tell my brother's story. He'll appreciate that. Elliot, what are your thoughts on that? The first time you drank with us? Right. It was a very moving experience. And the stage is set thusly. It was a summer night. It was probably about midnight-ish, maybe 11. I don't know. It was peak of the eve, low noon. We went to Pat's house. Elliot and I. We snuck out of my house. That would not be the sneak out sound that I would use. But yeah, we lifted up a window. It was like, opening a door to a new world, and we snuck the fuck out. We went out the back. Dude, can you hit me with that again? Hit me with that again.
I get to that.
That's the fucking lamest noise I've ever heard in my life.
That's
Oh my goodness. Keep on the sounds. So Elliot and I we snuck out. We walk about 15 feeling miles. It was like what, a mile and a half maybe to Pat's house, maybe a mile. I don't know.
Probably about a mile and a half.
Probably about a mile and a half. We walk there. It's like, 15-minute walk. We get to Pat's. We meet in the backyard. He lets us in like a couple of vagrants into the backyard. Oh no, maybe we sneak through your house because the proposition was laid out that we could drink screwdrivers, which were vodka and orange
Only drink I knew
juice.
how to make, yeah.
And the only drink that Pat knew how to make, 2 ingredients, and we could then refill the vodka bottle because it was clear liquor with water very easily. So
Hell yeah, brother.
yeah, so we were able to pop that back on there. So Elliot, Pat, and I sit by his pool, the safest spot you want to be when a group of kids are drinking for the first time ish. And we all kind of start imbibing and getting a little lit. And Elliot goes on his famous, he's like, I could pass the sobriety test. We're like, no, you couldn't, buddy, because he's clearly not able to pass the sobriety test. He's like, no, look, watch, I gotta like touch my nose, animal, mineral, vegetable, chemical. And he was doing a very bad walk-in line.
Yeah.
And we're having a great time when all of a sudden I see a car drive by, and it's the dead of night, and Pat's off the beaten path. I mean, Erie was a busy road, but not a super busy road.
Yeah, no.
And
there
like,
really wasn't much.
Side road.
all of my fucking internal alarms go off immediately, and like, I'm an anxious human, but my Jason Bourne Spidey sense kicked in. I was like, that's a car from our house. And Elliot's like, nah, dude, it's not. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, that is one of our parents right now. And he's like, dude, you're freaking out. It's not. I'm like, I'm like, I promise it is. And then sure as shit, like a horror movie, we don't touch this in post. Sure as shit, like a horror movie, we see the car lights like come back around and turn up the driveway. Yeah. So now we see now we're staring at the headlights up the driveway, but we're in the backyard. So like, we have the tactical advantage of we see lights, they don't see us.
Bounce.
And we're like, immediately flight response.
Hide the screwdrivers, boys.
And so, dude, and my I will not speak for Elliot, but I will say that he is not exactly the most ironclad human to have with you when you're in a life and death scenario.
Especially like hammered for the first time.
For the first time?
Yeah.
And so I snap into like fucking Danny Ocean from Ocean's 11 mode. And like, dude, I'd be the first to character assassinate myself. I was fucking put together. And I was like, and Elliot is freaking out. And I'm like, dude, listen to me. I'm like, chew this gum. I don't even know where we had gum. Pat, you might have given it to us because it was Winter Fresh, I think. And you were a big Winter Fresh guy. I don't know why.
He was a big Winter Fresh guy.
I know, you were a big Winter Fresh guy. I'm like, dude, jam this in your jam hole.
Let me get some Winter Fresh, Pat.
Yes, chew on this. So to lay out the story of like the run scenario that we're in, it's a grid-like streets. It's a grid of streets. So we're cutting through backyards into cross streets, and then if you're looking at the streets like a ladder, we're crossing over the rungs to get home. We have to get like 10 rungs deep to get home. So we jump over the backyard, and we're
too many rungs, bro. It's too many rungs.
So many rungs. We jump over the first backyard, and I'm like, all right, dude. I literally Metal Gear Solid style. I'm like looking like left and right around like fence corners to like look down the street, make sure it's clear. I'm like, all right, let's go. Literally the first fucking street we get down, I see a car go whizzing by. I hear brakes squeal, and I hear the fucking car reverse and just sprint towards us. Like when I say like gunned it, like dude, my stepfather drove a Buick fucking Regal, but this thing was moving like a Camaro with a V8 in it. And so he guns it. I'm like, all right, dude. So like literally 10 seconds into our run, I'm like, all right, man, we're made. Every man for himself.
Better.
Like, this all plays out in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally around the corner from him. He caught us in the first yard. So I'm like, all right, dude. I'm like, all right, we're both dead. I'm like, here's what happens. I'm like, chew this gum, follow my lead, don't say a fucking word. And he's like, all right, man. All right. He's like, dude. He's like, all right. He's like, I got this. I'm like, all right, man.
You said too many times. You made me trust you.
And so we get in the car. I'm like, just don't say a word. Let me do the talking. Don't say, like, I'm your lawyer right now. Don't fucking talk. So we get in the car, and like, when I say you could cut the tension with a knife, but there was dead silence the entire way home. No one said a word. And we walk in, and all that is out when I walk in is one dimly lit kitchen light, overhead light, and 2 chairs pulled out from the table under the light like a straight up interrogation.
He set it up before he left?
No, my mom was there too, arms crossed,
nice.
waiting to receive us.
She's like, set up the enhanced interrogation room.
For processing.
Get the waterboard out.
Pat, I am curious. I have no clue what happened to you after all of this, but I imagine you didn't get away.
No.
Because you're implicated at this point.
Yeah, I don't think my mom was mad that we were drinking. I think she was mad that she was woken up in the middle of the night. Like, that's really all she cared about. Like,
did my parents call?
Yeah, like a million times. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I think that's where I got in trouble from, because she was like, "Are you fucking like you couldn't do this when I didn't have work in the morning?" Like that's how like that's how that went down.
So we get home. My mom's waiting there, arms folded. We sit down, and when I say, like, my mom opened up as she always did, and she's a terrifying woman in a scold situation. She opened up with, "Where do we start?" And when I say Elliot immediately launched into the most insane tirade about how the family was broken and how he driven to do this because of the scenario that they had put him in, and immediately caved. And I was just sitting there with like my jaw slacked, and I was like, he's like, yeah, we drank, we did it, I'll do it again, like that kind of like level of irreverence. And I was like, oh, what are you doing and like me, I was like, pre-Donald Trump, deny, like just stick to your denial and like let it ride, let the penalty ride, but go down with the ship. And like Elliot went nuclear and was like, this broken family has driven me to do what I'm doing, and I'm not sorry I won't apologize for it.
And you're like, that being said,
what happened? There were tears. It was like 3 hours long, and it was like the sun was coming up by the time we were done, and like it was a complete nuclear fiasco. But all that is to say, I don't know if I ever admitted it or even had to at that point, because Elliot had gone so hard for both of us. I was like, yeah, dude, that guy's drunk, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah. It's like when a loss is so bad it becomes a win.
Yeah.
No, we had to do a multifamily like session with like his mom and our parents, and it was a thing. It was a thing.
I didn't know it went that deep.
Oh yeah, Stephanie was involved. It was it was like a multifamily therapy. It was me, Elliot, Steven, stepfather, both moms, both dads. Yeah.
Now thinking about it and how Elliot handled that probably brought all that on, because it was like, that they're sitting there thinking like, maybe
Cry for help.
Maybe this is our fault.
Elliot, what were your thoughts on that? That was a pretty heavy. Yeah, it was a big moment. It was the emergence of a new group of people. Phoenix.
I got caught drinking like the first time we were drinking at Laura's house or something like that. Like it was a bunch of Guinness. I went home and like it was like, it's like, let's start with Guinness.
Yeah, that was a poor choice.
And I got like aggressively drunk and threw up everywhere. And my parents didn't even
remember that. Yeah,
my parents didn't even do anything. They were like, "You paid the price. Like you have already paid more prices than we can ever ask for." Like the whole day after that, I was messed up. My mom was like, you did wrong." I was like, "Oh, I know I did wrong."
Yeah,
I done fucked up, Ma.
That was one where I believe your brother had to just like carry you.
Yeah,
something like that. You were destroyed.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't cover myself in glory that night. No.
Yeah.
Where was I? Must have been around at that point then. If we were all, it was like
for
our
sure
core friend group.
It was
I remember that. Was
Laura's.
Yeah, this was probably like 16, 17, somewhere around that range.
Okay,
something like that.
Jesse, I remember when we first met, you were like fire guy.
Fire guy?
Yeah, you'd set something on fire in your house.
Oh yeah, well, I lit
you were famous for that.
I lit my room on fire.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I remember that. I was like, this kid's cool.
I was
cool. It was like right around the Final Fantasy VII era.
Was it incense or something? How did you do that?
I think it was like our first interaction.
It was these. Should I have like played that up more, like fire guy, like Charmander?
I was like, I don't know. It's this guy with fire.
It was. I like candles. And at that time, I was big into Wicca.
I was 12 years old, big candle guy.
Big candle guy. And someone gave me like egg-shaped candles, and it was like a carton. Totally not fire retardant. It was like a hyper flammable carton full of like egg-shaped candles. And simple story, like I was lit them and was like listening to music in my room, probably listening to like a Megadeth album. Thinking about why Dave Mustaine was not still in Megadeth or Metallica.
Yeah.
So think about that often just, as an 11-year-old boy.
Listening to Risk over and over again. Crush. and my parents like, hey, dinner time. So I just like went to dinner, and we like my room was like a total of like 5 steps away from the dinner table, maybe 8. And I closed my door like a crack, and like we're eating dinner for like 15 minutes, like having a grand old time, and the smoke alarm goes off, and we're like, oh, that's weird. Like, oh, like we just made dinner, so like that happens sometimes. Like when you make dinner, smoke alarm goes off. It's like a little late. Like we've been eating dinner for a little while now, so we like turned it off. Like you hold it down,
Yeah.
and then we turned it off again. It happened. It turned it on again like 2 minutes later, and that's when it hit me. I was like, oh, I left those candles. Like I didn't say anything. I just like got up from the table. I actually distinctly remember this.
Oh,
It was like this moment, like it was like ding, like oh shit, like this could be my fault. And I walk in the room and like I open the door, and like in so doing, I just like oxygenated the flame.
Oh no! You backdrafted your own house.
I backdrafted my room. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Kurt Russell was there and everything, and like okay, first of all, like these candles were in like corrugated like cardboard, which is like hyper flammable.
It's just scat fuel, yeah.
So like it must have like the wax must have dripped down and like caught, right? So like as I hyper like oxygenated it, and like my whole dresser lit on fire, and
oh my god, really?
the whole fucking dresser like whoa, like it was very scary. I just threw a pen when I did that.
Nice.
And yeah, like and I don't like so we called 911. The fire department came over, and like they were like, we gotta check if the fire's behind the wall. So they just like smashed the wall, like they just like whipped my whole house up.
They love that shit, man.
I was like, that's gone, man. So
I hear there's a fire in here. They come in with like a wrecking ball and just smash your like.
It's like this scene from fucking Predator when all the guns, just shooting into the woods. We're
down to the foundation, boys. There's a fire in here somewhere.
It was like, no, it's good, man. It's just a little candle. So yeah, like so I was like crying, and I was like really affected. I almost lit my house on fire. I was really emotionally. I was crying the next day. I felt really bad about it. So my parents weren't like, you're grounded, but because I was like clearly traumatized from almost having lit the house on fire. And like it turned out to be a boon, because like insurance paid for like a whole new remodel because there was smoke damage in the whole house. So like we got like a brand new remodel in the house.
Whoa.
And my parents like loved.
I remember the black carpet in the room. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there. Oh yeah, they were like, "What color do your carpet?" I was like, "Black."
Yeah, that was sick, man. That was sick.
Strange choice.
That was before you went down to the basement.
Yeah. So yeah, that was like I was really like I get really like emotional like that kind of stuff. It's like much more so than I think people would think I am, or at least my self perception of other people thinking I am. But like, I will fucking cry. Like I cried watching. I took the kids to the movie the other day, and I cried watching The Lonely Robot, or the Wild Robot, because it was about the sacrifices of moms.
A really sad movie,
dude. I was full on crying. Full on crying. But that's another story. That's another podcast. Yeah, I just watched the F1 movie tonight, and I'm.
Did you cry?
I cried. No, I didn't cry.
You didn't cry.
I'm curious. I don't want to switch topics. I'm not hosting the thing, but I watched it. It was good. I actually don't know if it was good because
switch topic, man.
Let's switch topic.
What's coming to you? It feels like you're.
Well, no. I was just gonna say I want to hear I want you guys to see that movie, because I know you guys don't really relate at all to racing stuff, and I wonder if this would like be the gateway in.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I am so close to it that I can't tell if the movie is good or not. Like Brad Pitt's very charismatic.
Okay.
And it's a very like by the numbers, I think, sports movie. Like old man comes in,
like Moneyball.
Young.
Oh, okay.
No, like he's a race car driver, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
And
he's also in Moneyball.
Yeah, he's in Moneyball too.
Yeah. And so we're aligned. It's just like Moneyball.
What would you say? It's like Moneyball.
It's got Brad Pitt in both. What more do you need?
I mean, I'd be interested in seeing it. Just Brad Pitt in general.
It's a good movie. It's a quality movie, I think. But like, I am so close to it that all I'm seeing are like all the issues and problems and stupid things and all the simplifications they have made.
I was like the Ford versus Ferrari.
Ford versus Ferrari on. Yeah.
Is that like a similar-ish type movie, or
that also had Brad Pitt in it, right?
Matt
That
Damon.
was Christian Bale and
Christian
like
Bale,
Brad
Matt Damon.
yeah.
Yeah,
Brad
basically Brad
Pitt-ish.
Pitt.
I've never seen the movie, but I saw clips of it and I was like, this seems interesting. Like this seems like a movie I would watch, but I have
that was a good movie too. That was a good movie too, and a true story. So cool movie.
Points for
this
true story.
Points for true story. This is based in modern F1, and the whole sale of it is that it's the same guy who did the Top Gun movie. So the
I never
top.
saw that either.
Well, the whole sale of Top Gun movie, obviously, it's the narrative of a lifetime, but like they also like innovated on like in cockpit cameras.
Yeah.
So like, you see Tom Cruise like
Yeah.
doing all the flying, and like you see everyone doing it.
Yeah.
You see him really doing it,
It's
And-
fucking awesome.
and it's the same thing with this. The F1 movie like filmed during actual races, and they had Brad Pitt driving not an F1 car, but like a souped up called F2 car. And they got him. He's fucking driving the car, and he's like
actually driving it.
he's actually driving the car. It's
Oh, so
it's
they
the
did
same.
the Top Gun thing.
It's
where
the
they're, like,
same-
flight lessons you're flying.
It's
in
the same
F-15 or
thing.
F8.
Same
Okay.
thing. It's
Okay.
like Tom Cruise like, I'm gonna learn how to fly a plane, and Brad Pitt's like, I'm gonna learn how to drive an F1 car. So
That's
like
sick.
I'm
It's-
curious if I would like relate to it because like that's like obviously it's like adrenaline junkies or like the people that want to do the racing and stuff in the first place. I mean that's just my assumption. I don't know if that's actually true, but like and so to have like I feel like you would have to have done it or at least something similar to it to really like kind of appreciate what they're going through. Like I mean seeing them with the cockpit camera and like what it's like the effects it's having on their body and stuff would be cool, but like
it's not the
feel
whole
like-
movie. It's not the whole movie. It just like it's they do like 3 or 4 like set piece races, but the rest of it is like around like developing a team because they're like an underdog team. So they come up with all these like creative ways and fun ways to like manipulate the rules that in real life would get them thrown out of the sport. Or he's like purposely causes many crashes so his teammate can do well. And it's like this happened, and the team was like the people who orchestrated it were like banned for life from the sport. Like it was a whole thing. But whatever. But like it's fun and creative, and it does. It's not like an adrenaline junkie movie. It's not like what was that? What was those motorcycle movies?
Triple X.
It's not like Triple X. It's not like Triple X.
So I'm not seeing it, dude. It's not Vin Diesel. I don't do it.
But it's
is
like
there a
yeah.
bald action hero in it?
is there a bald action? There are bald men who do action.
Nice.
There's a
That's-
bald, yeah. His
I mean-
like the co-star is like he's not bald though. He's black. He just like has I have black eye hair, which is really short. You
Mm.
can't call that bald.
No, you can't. 'cause it's there.
That's just hair.
It's just
It's definitely
bald
cut
with
short.
extra steps, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a good movie. It's definitely something you watch on like a big TV with big fancy speakers, so you can sort of
Yeah.
dig that stuff.
You can feel the woof, the
So you can
woofer.
feel the woofing. Yeah, that's why I wanted to go. I made the extra effort. I mildly
See an
funny.
IMAX.
No, I wish I did because like it's actually re-releasing in IMAX in August because it's like
Okay.
I think it's sort of worth it. But
yeah.
I can't get Sabrina to go to the movies with me pretty much ever.
Okay.
you should ask
she's
Alicia.
just- Well, she's got like well, it's not like she doesn't want to go with me. She has like fucking back problems and like scoliosis and shit. So like sitting in a seat like that for like that hour and a half to 2 hours, she's like miserable. She can't sit
Yeah.
still. So like going to a movie and being trapped in a seat like that is like her fucking nightmare. So I had been going to movies by myself. I haven't done it in a while, but like that was something that I had tried to do by myself pretty much right after COVID, because that was also like around the period where like I stopped drinking and I was like, what do I do? Like I don't know what to do with my time. Let me go, see if there's more things that I can go do for fun by myself that don't, are healthier habits that don't involve me getting fucking shit-faced. And going to a movie by yourself is a very cool experience.
I've done it a few times. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do like it.
I haven't done it, but I like my neighbor does it, and he's like, "Chris, you have to do it."
It's
so
it's
good.
cool, man. It's a very like I could go see whatever I want. Like even if I'm not even fully interested in it, like I
Yeah,
can
it's
just
like,
go
fuck it.
see it. I can just go see a movie by myself, and it's like there's no one like I don't have to talk to anybody about it before or afterwards. Like
Mhm.
every opinion that I form about the movie is like solely my own.
And a movie's a very solitary experience anyway, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's
but,
not
I mean,
much
it's a-
different.
But the other
Depends.
person, you're like wondering how they're thinking
Yeah.
about it. Like there's a
Not
little bit of
me.
emotional load.
Like,
Welcome.
imagine like, because I know you and Lori are big Harry Potter nerds and stuff. So like, if you guys like were to like watch that movie, like you're geeking out beforehand, you're watching the movie, and like obviously like you're sucked in for that. But then the second it's over, you're like, oh, do you see this part? This part was awesome. But like, and you're going through that whole thing where like all of that commentary is just it's all on you. Like it's all in your head and whatever your opinions are.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a very weird experience, but like it was cool, and I was like, I think I actually do enjoy doing this. And it was like it would be movies that like I said, like it might not even be something that I'm super interested in seeing, but it's like this is something that I would not have done because there's no way I could convince anybody else to go fucking
Yeah.
see this movie that I don't even really think I want to see.
Yeah.
But like I would go sit through like a movie and be like, I genuinely enjoyed that. And
When I travel for work alone, I always see a movie. Like,
Yeah,
like I always find a movie theater. I'm
I
like,
would suggest it. I would suggest trying it.
Is that the moment that you felt like I'm an adult and I'm old?
No, it's not. I don't know how to describe it because it's not like.
Could you do that
It's
at
not-
18?
I mean, knowing how it was now, yeah, I would have. Like it doesn't. I don't think the age player, like it doesn't feel like I'm doing this because I don't have friends or I can't find someone to go with. Like that's how it
It's just
had
a thing to do.
started. Yeah, that's how it had started for me because I was like actively looking for something that was like, and I was like, I can go see like a matinee movie because this was during the COVID. Like I said, I was working. I had 5 days on and then 10 days off, where we had to be like our
Yeah.
crews needed to be separated from each other. So I had like 10 days in a row off, and like I had just like stopped drinking. I was like, what the hell am I gonna do with all this time? So like, and it would be like, it's a 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the afternoon movie on a Wednesday.
yeah.
So it's like it costs nothing to go. Like it's like $5 and I can go sit there and it's like 2.5 hours worth of like entertainment for myself. And I was like, I could.
And you
like,
can like
say-
think about it, and like you can have like a dialogue, like, oh, that kind of worked, or that was kind of stupid. Like you can
Yeah,
actually
it's-
form real opinions outside of like the
It's
social.
cool. It is.
Yeah, but-
It's a.
Have a nice
It's a-
little conversation with yourself.
Yeah, it's a weird experience, but it's cool. I don't know how else to really like to describe it. It's
You ever
cool.
go to dinner by yourself?
I have not done that yet. No.
I do
feel
that
like
at work
that's the
too.
threshold. I feel like that's the threshold for.
I fucking love that. I love
you love it?
I love
Yes.
it. Well, only when I'm on work. Like I wouldn't do it now. I wouldn't take myself out to dinner like at home. But like when I'm traveling for work and I don't have any family near me, oh my god, I love going to like a restaurant, ordering like one drink, a steak, and like a book.
I
guess-
guess I have done that. I've gone to like a bar and ordered like a beer and like a sandwich and like sat down, watched whatever sport was on and like gone home. So I've done that before, but I don't think my
I've never
intent
done
was
that in
like
my life.
I'm going out to dinner by myself. Like
I should be like hanging out with my colleagues or like doing like oh, what are you doing tonight? Like let's socialize outside of work. I'm like
I
I
would-
cannot
maybe-
wait
okay.
to leave this office.
So I've strategically kept myself out of the travel game for work since Mac was born, but I would say that if I was traveling for work, I'd probably have done that because there was times where I'd be on the road a lot, especially in like the event world, and I just wouldn't want to do team bonding because I'd be tired or something. So I'd go to the gym by myself at the hotel, and then I'd grab like hotel dinner or something
Yeah.
probably by
Oh.
myself, and it was like really nice. You just get some
Yeah.
good reflection time.
yeah, I see enough.
I don't
of
remember.
you
It feels like
assholes at work.
lifetime
I don't
ago.
want to see you anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. I socialize with you at work because we are in a work environment, and it would be kind of miserable if I didn't. As soon as like this clock is over, like I'm done, man. I don't want to hang out with you. I'm good.
I associate with you for the same reason prisoners associate with each other, which is to keep sanity, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that kind of ties into the movie sequels.
Look at this fucking guy
that
doing
I
his
got there.
transitions,
Dude,
man.
look
Yeah.
at this fucking guy, man. Dude, did you take
That's a
I like that
transition
play.
sound effect.
that was beautiful. Did you take a class?
I didn't, but I could.
That's
I
great.
could learn.
What's that like? That like the professionals teach the things class.
Oh,
like
master class.
master class. You take a master. Who would be the master class like podcast guy?
For
Like
transition.
Joe. It'd be like Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan for
It'd be
sure.
like the thing is
He'd
you
be
got to
very
smoke.
high.
You got to smoke a lot of weed.
I would think probably like Howard Stern, but that's
Uh-huh.
mostly just like how to host a show and keep it entertaining. And
Like show me your tatas, Alan. Like,
Is that your
First thing you
host?
no, I don't have Howard there.
yeah,
Show me your tatas, darling.
I was more of a
Only
spirit. It was
model.
more of the spirit than the actual thing. More of the essence.
I think Howard Stern's most used word is naked.
Nake?
Like, what do you think? Naked,
Oh.
Nake the snake, Roberts. Yeah, I think he's just like, how do you think I would look naked?
Yeah, not good.
I think that's
So Robin
That's
Gag.
good.
Wait, let's just have Jesse do a one-man Howard Stern rendition. All of
Baba Booey.
Yeah, you have to be
his
every
impressions
character on the show.
of it. The impression capabilities of Carlos Mencia. Wait, was
I'm
he
just,
an
I'm just
impression?
sounding. Let's. I want. What was this transition? You?
Sequels.
Let's try it.
Oh,
Let's-
it was going into most movie sequels that come out are fucking trash, and like 99.9% of the time we're like, well, that never needed to be done. This is a clear cash grab. Are there any films that did not get a sequel that you think should have, and you think would have been done well?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Did you write these yourself or did you use ChatGPT these?
No, I wrote. Well, I had. It wasn't Chat GPT. There was a game that we had. I can't. It was like.
Oh yeah, you were.
Something like that.
You were.
And I went through a couple of their flashcards looking for. I was like, these are good, genuine, like conversation starting type things.
Mm-hmm.
a movie. So a movie that ought to have had a sequel.
Yes, it did not, and it probably should. Like you think it should have. Like you love
Rogue
the first
One.
so much. Yeah, I felt the same way.
Rogue 2, baby.
Yeah, Rogue 2 would have been awesome, but
Oh, man. What a
just
great
keeping
movie.
it like that. Rogue One was fun.
I didn't like Rogue One when I first saw it, and now that I'm seeing Andor, I cannot wait to watch Rogue One again.
Rogue One was excellent. Unironically excellent. It was just a good movie.
It wasn't good. That main character was
What?
like the lady. She was like, "We must rebel." Like you don't care about this. Like you just got here. Like you're leading the charge on this now. Like we must rebel.
You're saying Rogue One was not a good movie?
When it first came out, no.
Rogue One, I think, was critically
I don't care how
Acclaimed.
critically it claimed it was.
and well, I'm just saying, like
was-
they also thought Mad Max Fury Road was good, and I agree.
Well,
Critics did.
so do I.
So why are they right there and not right with Rogue One?
They can get it wrong. I don't know what to tell you.
Says you. They thought Mad Max was good, and I
Well,
agree.
they were wrong, but they were right about Mad Max. Like that's fine.
I'll throw one out. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
What?
You could have
You
done
thought-
it with like a different type of holiday, but keep that claymation and those characters. I think that would have done very, very well.
The Hanukkah before New Year's.
Yeah. I also was shocked.
Are you saying Hanukkah is the equivalent of a nightmare?
Yeah.
No.
I was also kind of shocked that we didn't get this,
Catholic
but
holiday then. I don't know any.
I guess it didn't do very well here. But the World of Warcraft movie, I thought for sure should have got a sequel.
Ew.
I thoroughly enjoyed the World of
No,
Warcraft.
come on.
That was
It
garbage,
I
it-
dude.
I recently rewatched
You
this like 2 months
actually-
ago.
Are you actually a World of Warcraft movie apologist?
I thought it could have been done better, but I did very much enjoy it.
Have you watched it recently?
I saw it in theaters with Teddy, I believe.
Okay, I watched it 2 months ago. To
Not
its
good?
duration. There were some parts. There were some.
Till the
Dude,
credits faded to
really
black.
So fucking, I waited for the stinger at the end. It had good parts, but it was less than the sum of all of its parts put together. Like
Yeah.
some of the actor choices were terrible. Like
Oh, 100%. Yes.
like Kala,
Agree with that.
who's the wizard guy? Khadgar.
Yeah.
Like the worst choice. Medivh
Yeah, he was
the
not a good-
worst choice.
He was not. Yeah, I
You know-
thought Medivh was okay, but Khadgar for sure was a pretty shitty character.
Frankly, if they just made like if it was just all orcs, the orcs were the best part of that
Yeah.
movie, bar none. The human armor looked so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like you're comparing it directly to the Lord of the Rings, and they have these big, stupid like pauldrons.
Oh.
Like, I get that it's
think
like
that was-
stylized, but like,
It's just so cartoon. Like, yeah, it's just stupid.
There are so many amazing stories from the Warcraft universe, and I wish they could have they could do an entire movie on like how Arthas became
Oh,
the
yeah.
Lich King, and it would be phenomenal.
low-hanging
yeah,
fruit.
the
But, like-
whole Arthas.
But like that's like
I mean,
the story is already there though. Like there's so much potential to fuck it up. Like, and that's
Yeah, that
kind of
well,
fucking scary.
This actually, I've been thinking about this lately because like, why do you guys think movies have like the ultimate cultural cachet? Like, for example, like everyone aspires to be a movie person, like make a movie, like video
Everyone?
game. Not everyone, but like creatives, it seemed like the ultimate goal. And of course, this is generalized, but the ultimate goal is like we can get a movie made out of this. Like Final Fantasy VII is a good example, or Final
Yeah.
Fantasy in general. Like
Yeah, in
the Final
general.
Fantasy F7 team were like, they were like, all right, we're gonna go work on Spirited Away after this because like we want to go work on the movie. But it's like you
Spirits
had
Within, right?
Spirits Within,
The
Spirited Away.
Miyazaki.
But like I feel like as an artist, you probably want more time to be spending on like more subtle themes and things like that, which like you just don't have time for in a movie. A movie is like a thumbnail version.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
why as an artist do you want to do a 2-hour version of like what you just spent 60 hours telling me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like movies are the gold standard for both budget, star power, and like the maximum level of talent and backing you could get for your medium to tell your story.
That's a good
Like
point.
TV shows are not. I mean, now I think they are. I think HBO turned it around. Like once Sopranos hit, I think like TV is now probably on par or closer to par with. And after COVID, obviously, I think TV and streaming have become like the I think movies are struggling now and in a
Yeah.
really bad state. But I would say like I think star power wise, your talent tends to like your actors and actresses tend to gravitate towards Hollywood and where Hollywood equals big screen as like the end game. And therefore, because talent is there, you would want to give your story the best chance to succeed and have access to that talent pool.
Good point. I was always like, what's got me like thinking about this was like Metin obviously was deeply involved in the Warcraft movie, but he also like was deeply involved in all the Warcrafts, like I think starting from like 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
And like you would think as like he had the opportunity to like choose where he spent his time. And you're 100% right. Like you probably have a higher talent ceiling for movies. But he had a choice where he can be like, I can spend my time developing the next expansion or frankly the next game, which is going to be like people will spend hundreds of hours like
Right.
basking in your lore and like
Yeah.
learning every little detail.
Living it.
Or you can spend a gajillion amount of every waking minute of your life like developing and writing a movie that is going to be compromised by like the effects. It's going to be compromised in the story you're trying to tell.
Yeah, the writing,
Yeah.
there's
Yep.
tons of stuff that's going to be pulled that you think is important, but they're like, this is we can't tell this part. Like you would have to take something like that and make it into like a trilogy at a minimum.
Yeah, but like movies have this like ultimate like, and Metin was like, I'm making the movie. Like, of course, maybe it's because he's never made a movie, he wants to do that kind of thing. But like,
Maybe.
Yeah.
he's also like, I am helming the most popular, most played MMO where everybody, 12 million people right now are just loving every second they're in the game.
Yeah.
Like, why would you? It's just maybe I've been thinking about like the cultural cachet that movies have had recently.
Yeah, I think I think everything and like I mean, I don't know if y'all have heard of or watched like the League of Legends show Arcane.
I want to. I hear it's very good. I hear it's
Unbelievable.
incredible.
I don't
Was
like
this like an anime?
I don't like
It's
to shill it's an animated series.
Let me
It's
not
an
shill it. So don't shill it. I will shill it for you, having not watched it. But it's like like the art style alone and the animation alone is like worth watching for. But it's Arcane. It's on Netflix. It's like I don't want to call it an anime because it's definitely not like Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's an animated series,
adult
based
geared animated series. It's not for
in-
kids.
in Netflix, and I think the second season just came out a few months ago, and it's it's just it's stellar. It's just stellar from everything.
It is like a revolutionary art style for how and like I think a lot of art like Blue Eyed Samurai is another one I love that is a very adult skewed animated series. But I think for our storytelling, like that was a big thing for Riot, was like preserving the capabilities and creative calls in-house because of things like the Warcraft movie, so I know that was like a big there is a big stigma around there is a calling to spread media, like find different mediums for your what's it called? Oh, it's called transmedia. Like finding different mediums to tell your stories, and like all of it acts as an ecosystem, right? Like some people are not playing League that are out there in the zeitgeist that might watch a show like an Arcane, and now they're in the ecosystem. They understand it. So like if a player is talking about Caitlyn, a champion in the game, they know who Caitlyn is from the show, and like it kind of like helps kind of connect people in a way, and it keeps things in the zeitgeist. So I think that's
cool.
why, and that's where you want like, and Warcraft, like Blizzard sets the bar for cinematics, right? Like I think they're one of the best cinematic companies in the world. And have been for some time. So I feel like it's very natural to want to tell your stories in the most widely viewed medium, which I think films were.
It has most eyes, yeah.
And maybe not anymore, but like they were for sure the most watched medium, and like it's where your thing can become a pop culture. You transcend from gaming culture to pop culture, right?
Yeah, good point. I'll tell you just the Arcane thing. I've been waiting actually to watch it in preparation for the MMO that you guys, the in theory MMO that you guys are working on, because I want to like be like.
Yeah, you don't want to be left behind there.
Not even looking at it. I want to be like soaking in it as I'm prepared to go to the MMO, because I have a hard time going in MMO without like a narrative or like strong like understanding of the world. And I feel like Arcane will sort of give me a taste of that, or at least that's my theory.
Oh yeah, I would say that Arcane is probably one of the coolest. Our lore is very cool. I will not shill it. I think we have very cool lore for a game that in its inception was like scary sword man and spooky pyro girl,
not Thrall.
And man, did our narrative team build a fucking world around that.
Yeah.
But like Arcane tells the story of two factions that it's just a very, very cool setting. Very, very cool story. Highly recommend it. Won't chill it anymore.
And the art style is just like bonkers. The animation itself is wild.
But movies that should have a sequel, Step Brothers.
Nah, man.
I feel like that's every Will Ferrell movie is just the sequel to
Step Brothers,
the last Will Ferrell movie with different characters.
And I'm okay with that. Get John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell back together.
I gotta make. I'm having a blank, but like, what just jumped to mind was Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
What?
I saw there was a little bit of a.
Mind?
I looked a little bit at a list, but while I was trying to storm up some, one of them was Shaun of the Dead, and I was like, yeah, I would definitely watch a sequel to that.
Dude, I mean, Hot Fuzz, like that whole.
Yeah, those
are all spiritual sequels, though. I feel like
Simon Pegg, Nick Frost.
You're like getting sequels, though. Like those are the sequels.
Yeah, but they're different universes, right? Like, but Hot Fuzz is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, I will watch it. I'm serious. Like, I don't think
it is very good.
Fat on Hot Fuzz. The amount of
drags a little bit in the middle.
Fifth Element,
crusty junk. Sixth Element.
Look for the Sixth Element.
Sci-fi movies would be interesting, I think, to get.
Well, you can do anything with them, which is cool.
I would love a true sequel. Not this fucking garbage that they fucking ruined it with.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Jurassic Park. Like an actual horror. Like
they're
Jurassic
trying.
Park
They're
was.
trying.
No, they're not. Anytime I see Indominus Rex, these dumb fucking
taming raptors.
Every time I see Chris Pratt,
I can't believe that they tried to do that. Like,
dude,
what are you doing, man?
So stupid. Like, they had one of the greatest, most approachable horror movies ever made. Like, the raptor sequences are some of the best horror sequences ever. Like,
yeah, they were all
so fucking good. And like,
so suspenseful and
shit. It's such a simple thing that's missing from all of the others. Like, there's no horror in the other movies. It's just pure action. You know, it's pure spectacle. And I'm like, dude, like, where is your raptor scene where like the kids are trapped in the kitchen and like that's just pure tension, man. Like that shit is just so good. Yeah, Spielberg, man. Like but Spielberg did some of the others too, and they sucked.
He did Jurassic Park too.
He did, yeah.
That one was okay, but it was definitely a huge drop off, right? Like a huge drop.
Yeah.
Yo, he did Schindler's List and Jurassic Park 2 in the same year.
Same fucking year, dude. What am I doing? I'm stressed out with like 2 projects at work, you know? Like this fucking guys juggling 2 multi-million-dollar budget movies.
I had one, but I lost it. Maybe Cool Running.
Cooler. What was the name of the sequel?
I saw True Lies, where you would then go on to see the adventures of Arnold and Jamie Lee Curtis.
I just want to see Tom Arnold.
Yeah,
I just want to see a Tom Arnold spinoff, or a Bill Paxton spinoff.
Do you think True Lies is?
I got a little dick. It's pathetic.
I totally forgot Bill Paxton was.
I piss my pants all the time. It's pathetic.
Holy shit! And he plays such a squirrely little bitch. I forgot about that. Do you think True Lies is James Cameron's most underrated movie? I think it might be.
It's a great movie.
Great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Well,
It
every-
really is.
Probably Avatar is his most underrated movie in my opinion. Even though it's-
Avatar didn't need a sequel. It needed 4 sequels,
Fucking-
apparently.
I unironically we stan Avatar
hate
here.
I hate Avatar.
I thought
fucking
that
hate
movie
that
was
movie.
It's the biggest
It's the most
revenue.
mid fucking movie of all time. And
That's what
you, my
society
cousin-
has told
you.
you.
My cousin
know-
should go just make out, man. My
you know what
cousin's the same. He's
I-
ripping cigarettes and telling me about how Avatar is amazing and Northman's
I
amazing.
saw like Avatar 2 in the theater and I was like, Alicia, we're prioritizing this. Like put the kids away.
I legitimately almost walked out of the first Avatar when they were talking
Why?
about unobtainium, and I was like, this is the laziest fucking shitty writing I've ever heard in my like. This got through so many people and through studios and like test audiences.
It's
and
not about
one
the
of you-
science, man.
One of you was like, unobtainium? Are you fucking kidding me?
I heard someone say impossibilium will be in the
What the fuck? You fucking kidding me?
will be
Wait,
in
is
the
that in the
sequels.
Way of Water or
Nah, no, impossibilium was like another idea.
Just
The Way of Water was good too, though. It was good.
unbelievable.
My
How did that-
cousin said?
How did
well,
that get through?
100% of Timmy's polled said that was one of the greatest spectacles he's ever seen in a
Is.
theater. Yeah,
It is.
I don't give a
It's-
fuck about
It's
the spectacle. I want a good story.
It's visually great. The story is
That's
fucking
okay.
dog
Yeah, of
shit.
course,
It's
it's
okay.
it's Fern Gully. I'm not there for the story. Like,
The
You're not
story's
there for the
dog shit.
story. That's 2.5 hours that you want them to just shovel
well,
shit.
it's,
in your
Yeah,
eyes?
no, it's
I-
compelling. It's compelling enough. It's like, what's all you gonna do?
yeah,
you gonna do it?
Yeah, of course he is.
The big guy with the knife.
Zoe Saldana.
He tries to
course
kill. Zoe Saldana.
Yes, I know.
Also an under
in
like-
in anteater form.
in anime. She was in like Endgame. She's probably like the most revenue generating actor.
Yeah.
Oh,
She was in Endgame and like Avatar and Avatar 2, and all 3 of those like the most money making movies
She
of
was
like all
Guardians-
time.
All the Guardians of the Galaxies too.
wow.
She has made, not she herself, but she is in movies that make bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
She
talked
Let's clip that. Bank.
about.
Bank.
But you got good.
Um,
You got good. Beats.
Yeah, I'm a
You're
big,
good bees.
I'm a b-boy.
You're a b-boy. How do you get that level?
You guys
of
know
beat?
half my tongue has been numb for a full year.
I think you told me about this, but I didn't realize it was still numb.
Was that? Well, you don't have to show. I can't verify. Yeah.
Show me. Show
where
me
am I
the
touching?
numbness.
Close your eyes. Let me touch your tongue.
Do you
Where am I
feel this?
touching? Where am I touching?
I've had. I got a wisdom tooth
What
pulled.
happened?
I got a wisdom tooth pulled, and they were like,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's still
yeah.
pretty
I heard
numb.
that.
It's been a week, and they're like, oh, weird. It'll come back in a few weeks. Like 3 months went by. I went back to the doctor. He's like touching it with needles and shit like that. I'm like, I got nothing. And he's
Bleeding
like,
profusely.
well, come back in like 3 more months. And then I just like, I saw my primary care doctor. He's like, yeah, it'll eventually come back. You know, it fucking, like, it's gotten better, but it just hasn't gotten back. Just,
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it's
still-
on an upward trajectory.
Is it just feeling, or like, can you not taste on that side? Because I think
It's
that
same.
would drive me fucking insane.
it's like, taste is like 80% of what it should be. Like, it's just like
Oh, that would
minimized.
drive me nuts.
What, dude?
Yeah.
That's dude. COVID. I actually almost had a nervous breakdown from not being able to taste stuff.
I never
It was
got
a
that
really-
experience.
I never got
Weird.
that. either.
Oh, I
had
got that a
COVID
little
2
bit
or
actually,
3
because I was
times,
like
but I
putting
never
salt
got
on
that.
shit. I was like, why is these
I-
fucking. Yeah.
Two things. I think I had.
I'm like
so,
that
so
regardless.
violently. Oh my god. We went to our
There's-
favorite place for dinner, and like I was like, all the shit tastes bland as fuck. And Lori's like, I think it tastes
I was at a
And,
big
like-
population center
phenomenal.
coughing on people.
Cough. I was. I mean, I didn't know I had
It was
COVID.
Disneyland.
I had no other symptoms.
It was like February 2020.
yeah.
Hey, I was hanging out at the
It was like,
orphanage.
it was like April, May 2020.
I was in Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
I was in Wuhan.
I was hanging out with Wu Tang in Wuhan. We were
I couldn't
were,
take
Me and
it.
Red Man. Me and Red Man were going fucking nuts.
You're like, cool, man.
We're,
Rules everything around me.
we're slamming down noodles. I
Slam it
ate-
down noodles.
It's just slurping them. I for weeks I didn't have taste, and I like legitimately almost had a nervous breakdown because like it is the weirdest thing to be like that's like brain diseases terrify me, like absolutely terrify me, because like it was the weirdest thing to like try to will myself to remember what a flavor was, and my body just couldn't process it, and I was like, I am actually losing my fucking mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would freak me out.
So that sucks, man, that you're like you can't taste things.
I impress my kids by putting very hot things. And it's
That's
real.
That's honest.
It's real like dad shit. Like, you know, like sometimes parts just start working in funny ways or not working at all, and you can just sort of like it's like a party trick. No.
I guess that we're coming up to the 2-hour mark here. You want to close with, while we're on the food topic, what is the most impressive thing that you can either cook or bake?
You're gonna start with this with 2 minutes left.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's just we can list off something.
I can bake
Awesome.
some real good store-bought cookie brand shit. I make them real good.
Like,
I think anyone can.
The pre-fridge, like you just throw it on a tray.
No, like it's a powder, and you add some butter and an egg to it.
Nice.
And I put it on
Nice.
350, and I wait 12 minutes, and I pull it out at the 12-minute mark. And
That's
it's
pretty
good.
good, man.
What I can make, I make cookie brownies. And
Ooh,
What is that? What is that?
Brownies.
it's a brownie with a cookie
Brookies.
in the middle. No, I just make brownies.
Is it Crownies or Brookies? Settle.
Yeah.
I call them cookie brownies.
I think it's Brookies. I said Crownies, and then it didn't sound right, and then you said Brookie. I'm like, that's probably it.
I
think
believe the technical
cookies
term
was-
is brookie.
I think Brookies what Pizza Hut calls them.
You can go to a bakery and say, "Give me a brookie," and they will know what you're talking about.
And what is
but-
it exactly? I'll order it, but I don't know what I'm.
Well,
getting.
some people will say it's a cookie in a brownie form. So a
does that
square,
even-
thick
oh.
brownie, a square, thick cookie.
Oh,
Weird. What I do,
technically thick.
I just make it's 2 C's. I just make I'm still worried about this thick therapist thing. That's a good Instagram. That's a good Instagram handle.
And we'll pitch it to Elliot.
Yeah. What I do is I make brownies and I just pack a cookie in the middle of it. And I thought, like, this is not going to cook right. This is going to be weird and taste bad. One of them is going to burn. The other one's not going to.
No, they bake pretty similarly.
No, a brownie takes 30 minutes. A cookie takes 11.
I guess. Well, if you're slamming the cookie in the middle of it, that kind of takes
It
the
balances it
baking
out.
time off.
Yeah.
Oh, because it takes longer for the center to heat up.
So
Yeah,
it's
you're
like
not
a brownie with like a cookie core.
I mean, that
But
sounds
is
pretty
it
awesome.
is
to
it
me.
completely covered with brownie?
No, it's
Or is
not.
it exposed in the middle. Okay,
It's like a
Okay.
square with
Okay.
a circle in the middle,
okay.
and it's fucking delicious. Like
I
it's
started doing
fucking delicious.
I started doing brownies from scratch because of the Nat's What I Reckon guy, the Australian chef that I found on YouTube, who just like every other word out of his mouth is fuck. And I found him over COVID, and like I just almost all of his recipes I've tried at this point, and like they're all excellent. But the brownies from scratch are pretty nuts.
Brownies from scratch sounds
Yeah,
good.
it's like you buy like the chocolate, you melt that with the butter, then like on the right, so you're doing the flour, all the sugars, you have to sift all the ingredients and throw it's cool, and it comes out very, very, very good.
Pat, it's very strange. On the surface, you're like the dude who listens to Linkin Park and slams monsters, but you're
Yes.
a Renaissance man. You play
little bit.
guitar, you cook really well.
Yeah,
You,
there's-
like you have a soda stream.
I do, yeah. I like seltzer, yeah.
I'll even
That-
say this: Pat has gotten 10 times better at guitar in the last like 2 years. Like,
I'm
Oh, so like
actually really trying now.
no insult, but I always thought of you like as like a serviceable guitar player. Like you
That's how
learned,
I thought of me.
you just learned the chords and you played the songs.
Yeah, that's how I thought of me. It was
The
I
last
had
like
no-
year,
I had no interest in really trying to do more than that. Like I didn't need to. Like I wanted to just kind of I could keep the background rhythm with some simple shit and sing over it. I didn't.
now he's
want
doing
to do
shit.
that.
He's fucking
yeah,
moving up and
you
down the
fill.
neck.
you can fill and shit.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's good. It's happening, man.
Are
But
you
yeah,
like
I
the-
agree. He's the more well-rounded than anybody.
I got
Yeah,
the,
it's so well run.
I just got to a
Triple
point
threat.
with cooking. in
Shit, hots
general.
player.
Yeah, very
Shit
true.
hot player.
I got to a point with cooking where it's like nothing. I wasn't gonna let anything like intimidate me, and like the worst possible case scenario is like I throw this out and it sucks. Like, but so like just going from there and like kind of learning stuff as I went. Like I make like the Italian like Sunday fucking gravy, like the the gravy, but it's like
Don't
just
say that.
the tomato sauce.
Say
But
like
it's
that.
like it's got like it's got, there's veal stew meat, there's there's Italian sausage in it, there's pork neck, like stuff like
Yeah.
that, like neck bones and stuff
Some
like stuff that I would never think to cook with. And then like you have to make
pork neck sounds like.
you make the meatballs from scratch, and like it all cooks. Like I have the immersion blender that goes in the can of tomatoes to make this. Like I do, it's all that stuff, and it's like 6.5 hours worth of fucking work, and it comes out
So
phenomenal.
fucking good though. Yep, I got 3 things in my repertoire. I got eggs, I can grill, and I got a fucking Sunday sauce that's banging.
Do you think Pat's gonna be like Elliot's dad though, with like Elliot Senior with like, come in and like I'm gonna make you a cup of coffee for 45 minutes.
No, no, Pat's
I'm not
like
that guy. I don't
Pat-
want
Pat-
to talk to you any more than you want to talk to me.
All
Pat
right.
gave us like 1 bottled water when we walked in, and then said use the tap or the thing from my fridge.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the Elliot's got like a beverage center literally built into his house. So I don't think that'll be like.
I
that.
didn't get that tour. I wanted that tour.
Oh yeah,
I came-
He'll show
I
you his
came
mini
in-
fridge full of drinks.
Because I guess they redid their kitchen. I came in as he was giving somebody like a tour of it, and I think Steven was in there, and he was like, "Leave now." I was like, all right, bud. He's gonna do this all over again. If you're here, you need to get out.
Fuck out of here. He will show you everything.
Yeah, it's rough. He's like, whenever I go there, he's like, the thing about business, like, I
Uh-huh. Yeah.
just wants to
Loves
business talk me.
I love business talk. This
Just
guy.
loves business.
So anyway,
Yeah,
So,
we
yeah.
got 12:05 here. I think it's about that time, eh, boys?
yeah.
I think it is,
So-
man.
Well,
This has been a good show.
Trent
Minimal
Reznor.
editing requirements.
Trent Reznor play us out here.
Yeah, he sent me a new track. Let me see if I can upload it. All right. Well, this is it then.
Well played, boys.
GG's, y'all. Good. Nice.
Is a podcast. Just like this podcast.
Turn me up. Turn me up.
Good Chappelle Show reference there.
Ah. Greatest. This is good.
I have no snare in my headphones.
Yo, turn me up. Turn me up.
Turn me up.
And you're clear.